Meeting is now streaming line on YouTube. That's good.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Sampada.
Hi
Go
Krishna.
ahead.
Hello,
Go ahead.
Shravan. Hi,
Yeah,
Sridhar.
Hello, ma'am.
yeah. So, Sridhar, you can allow the people to chat. Maybe it's already done, right? Okay.
Hmm.
I think now, yeah, they've unmuted you, Sampada. So good. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, let everybody chat so that next 15 minutes is a free chat session, and Shravan, Sampada, myself, we can all look at it and see if we can respond. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, okay. Somebody's starting the session. Good.
Good evening, all. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here with us today. We are very pleased to welcome all the students and delegates to the second day of this auspicious event. I'm your host, Fairy, along with Apurva. I welcome you all on this energetic and inspiring event, IUCEE Student Summit 2020. As the day one surpassed the motto of the event already highlighted, that is empowering skills and enhancing imagination, and the further days will definitely reach the objective of the event. We extend our warm welcome to Director of IUCEE, Dr. Krishna Vedula. We are proud to have Dr. Veena Kumar, Executive Director of IUCEE International Educator Certification Program. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who generously helped us make this event come together become a great success.
Okay, let's have the open session. Is that what you're waiting for, Terry? Okay, let's do that. Let's have some comments, suggestions, and then Shravan and Ferry will answer all your questions.
Sure.
Okay, we'll just watch and listen. All right, come on, guys. Anybody? Let's see what you got. You got 40 participants already. Wow, that's great. So based on yesterday's experiences, and let's have a little conversation about what you felt. What was the best part of yesterday's? Which presentation did you like the most? Let's start with that. Okay, let's hear you all. Everybody is here. 40 people. Just tell us, what did you like the most yesterday? I mean, we had so many people come presentations, right? We'd like to know what you like the best, so that when we have future sessions like this, we can focus on this. Okay. All right. So Adesh says Peace Engineering by Ramiro Jordan. Wonderful. Okay, that means we can Industry 4.0. Chandni Chandwani says Industry 4.0. Wonderful. Good. That's good. So we know that we'll be able to get those kinds of those speakers again. So we'll see how that works out. Come on. Let's see. Let's get your feedback. Project management skills. Yes, that's good. That was Ravi Salagame. Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0. That's good. Everybody is, I think, Industry 4.0 is a hot topic. It's not. No, it's okay. I mean, I know all topics are interesting, but we need to know. Make a choice. Okay. You should be able to. In life, you should be able to make choices, not just say everything is fine. Okay, so everything is good. You should be able to say, okay, this everything is good, but this is really exciting and motivated me to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Right? Peace engineering again. Peace engineering. Sustainable entrepreneurship. All right. So it looks like we're getting a lot of good stuff, a lot of good feedback from here. Um, okay, so keep going, and while you're doing that, let me think also about this, which is something that we will be talking about after tomorrow. Is how you would what happened? Okay, yeah, okay, there we go. So we will be continuing to do these kinds of summits, 1 or 2 day sessions in the future. So who of you will be able to take the lead like some of the students did for this session? Okay, so tell us about that. Soft skills session, that was good. Yeah, Manu Vora. Who wants to take the lead in your region to have a session, a summit like this? I want volunteers from you guys, and we'll help you. Just like we have a team of 14 people here doing a great job, one wonderful job, just like these folks. Okay, Adesh Nevada. Which college are you from, Adesh? Okay, Supriya would be amazed too. Okay, Praveen Kumar. When you say yes, just tell us the college name also, so that we know which region we'll have to target you for that particular summit. Okay, Vidyavardhaka, Mysore, wonderful. Okay, Adesh, good. So that means we have Tyagaraja College, Praveen, Tamil Nadu, wonderful. So KJ Somaya, Maharashtra, we already have 3 regional summits figured out already, right? We got leaders from 3 of these places willing to take the lead. So Shravan, Saeed and the team, Apurva, others will help us. Okay, we'll help organize all these regional summits. And Perry and others, wonderful. Okay, so we have KSRM from Andhra Pradesh, KJ Somaya from Maharashtra, wonderful. So if we have only a shorter version of this, make a list of the out of the 6 presentations yesterday, make a list of only 3 that you would use in your regional summit. Okay, now here's a little more complicated question, right? Everybody's saying everything was good, this is good, that's good. Make a list of 3 topics from yesterday that you would use in your regional summit. If you were to just choose 3 out of the 6 or so that we did yesterday, which ones would you choose to have in your regional summits? Because then we can plan accordingly. Okay, keep chatting, keep coming up. Yeah, everybody, I need all of you to be interactive. 64 of you, and I got only 2 answers. Okay, KK Wag, okay, Maharashtra, wonderful, Vaibhav, thank you. Sudarshan from KG Samaya. Okay, now Anant has given me a choice of 3. Peace engineering, soft skills in industry 4.0. Adesh says, okay, peace engineering, industry 4.0 and entrepreneurship, wonderful. Then industry 4.0, project management and product and sustainable entrepreneurship, wonderful. Soft skills, industry 4.0, entrepreneurship, wonderful. Okay, so that combination, so that's good. Quite a few nice combinations going on here. Okay. Okay, keep going, keep going. Let's how are we doing with time here? Another 5 minutes or so before we listen to me again. Okay, we get to my session again in about 5 minutes or so, in a more formal way. Good, we got 69 people showed up. Parshai Charan, etc. Good. So all these themes were essentially selected by the team that organized this summit. So that's really good. I'm really proud of the folks who are in this 12 to 4. I think about 14 people in this organizing committee. They met very often. Okay, so all of you planning regional summits have to do that. Remember yesterday, Ravi Salagame pointed out, and other people also pointed out, the steps in project management, planning, and execution. You have to spend an enormous amount of planning. If you don't spend any time on enough time on planning, execution becomes a problem. And I think all of the students who have been planning this summit for the last 3 weeks or so will confirm that because of that very detailed planning, you can see that pretty much everything is going according to schedule. So planning is very, very important, and that's a very important part of project management, very important part of anything that you do in life. Okay, so, and you know that in your personal life also, lots of planning has to go into everything that you're doing. So don't wait for the last minute to do stuff, including your exams, right? What do you do in the exams? Exam coming up 2 days before the exam, you start mugging, right? And it's, oh my God, I got to cram all this in overnight. So planning is really important. Okay, we can people, 79 people, good. We have all the teams coming in to make their presentations and so on. Actually, what Ravi Salagame and others talked, and I think soft skill people talked about, I think project management is really one of the most important professional skills that you all should focus on. So try to work on as many projects as possible. And you might think, oh wow, I got to work on some technical project, something in industry 4.0 or something in image processing or something in making an app. Those are good technical projects, but even conducting, planning, and executing a summit like this, that is a project. Okay, All of you who have participated in planning and executing this summit, I can guarantee you, you have become more employable than you were before you started planning for the summit. All the skills that you have learned, if you remember what you learned, communication skills. You learned communication with each other. You learned teamwork. Okay, you learned, okay, some things have to be done. Everybody works as a team, and that's what you're doing today. You learned teamwork. Okay, so you learned managing the time. And so all of these are really important skills, and you get it from any type of project. Even just planning an event is an important project for engineering students. Sampada, jump in. You want to have a conversation with these youngsters? Shravan, you want to add your thoughts? Yeah, go ahead, Sampada. Yeah.
No, I think you gave a very good start and background. And I think I'll reserve my comments for the later part of this session, more towards the closing. So I
Okay.
would welcome the young folks here to come and speak what they feel.
Yep.
Good evening, everyone. This is Shravanian from Malnad College of Engineering, Hassan. So I'm one of the co-chair for this event. The day one went really well. So I hope we met your expectations. So as I saw whatever the chat responses which people shared, we were very happy. Okay, at least we fulfilled what exactly our vision was for the day one. The speakers were awesome. So we are sure that you guys will enjoy the upcoming 2 days too. And as Krishna sir said, you will be definitely employable more than what you were a day back.
Where's our fearless leader Syed today?
There.
Come inside. I'm viewing your screen. Let me hear your voice.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Syed Majidullah. I'm the co-chair of the summit. So, as yesterday, it was awesome session by our 6 speakers, starting from space engineering to the following sessions, Industry 4.0, and then project management, project proposal writing, and then how a student managed to have entrepreneurial skills and followed with the soft skills. It was enthusiastic to each and everyone. And as a speaker, they have shared very much good insights related to that session. And
Fairy Apurva, your comments from yesterday's session?
Hello, I'm Apurva Terwadkar from DKT Textile and Engineering Institute, Karanji. Honestly, it's been an amazing journey, just the whole part of this. And then each and everything that has been happening, that's also quite great. Every talk, everything is amazing.
Hello everyone,
Yes.
I'm Ferry Khimani from BH Gari College, Gujarat. It was indeed a very great experience to be a part of the summit. It was very adventurous also, we can say, because we had to play a very vital role. We have to make all these execute, and the amount of knowledge and the amount of experience we have earned from it is really huge.
Okay, great job. It's time for the next session, right?
Okay, then. To initiate our first event of the second day, Dr. Krishna Vedula sir, who is already here with us, he'll be speaking. He's the founder and executive director of the Indo-Universal Collaboration for Engineering Education, which is also known as IUCEE. He is well recognized globally for his contributions to engineering education, research, administration, and outreach. He is internationally also recognized for his research in processing and properties of materials for high temperature applications, and is also fondly recognized by his students as the sir who never stops smiling. So the IUCEE is providing tremendous courses till date, such as the Student Leadership course, the Soft Skills course, IUCEE Entrepreneurship course, and many more, which actually help you excel in engineering education. and many of you have actually been in these courses. So Dr. Krishna Vedula sir here is going to give a preface and achievements of these programs. I request Dr. Krishna Vedula sir to inform us about the academy.
Wonderful. So I will share my screen for a few minutes. So I'm assuming I can do that. Let's see. Yeah, am I on?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So so right now, the organization is called IUCEE, Indo Universal Collaboration for Engineering Education. It will soon be called IUCEE Academy because it's going to become a Section 8A company soon now that I'm full-time in India. I'll take about 5 minutes to give you an overview very quickly. Many of you have seen some of these slides in various courses because I use this theme a lot because I believe the repetition of an important theme is very important for everybody to really understand what's going on. And then I'm going to have a session chat. I'll chat with Shravan and Saeed for a few minutes after that, and to kind of extract from them their thoughts on some of the programs that we've had so far. Since I think about July of 2019, we have been focusing on student programs. And so this summit is kind of an extension of all the student programs that we've been doing for the last 1 year. So I'll have a little conversation with Saeed and Shravan. Hopefully all of us can learn a lot about whether we have achieved what kind of achieved what we've tried to set out to do. Okay. Now there are what motivated us to get going in this many years ago is that there's so many engineering colleges all over India. And there is people say, okay, let's try to improve the quality of the graduates coming out of it. So can we do something? Can we have an ecosystem to help students and faculty do a better job? And therefore we have a huge workforce of highly talented engineers coming out of India, which will be valuable for India as well as for the world. So some of the colleges that are part of, we have a consortium, some of the colleges that are very, very active in planning everything that we do all over the country, all the way from Chitkara in Chandigarh to all the way down to Tamil Nadu, we have Madurai and so on. Okay, so, and then we have more than 100 global volunteers, some of whom you saw yesterday, some you'll see today, and they all put in their time voluntarily from India and from around the world. So this is the ecosystem. It's exciting that we have all of these colleges and volunteers working together and helping this whole process go through. I'm going to give this example of engineering because some of you might think, oh, engineering just started recently. I'm going to give a quick example of what is engineering. Okay, so there was a need thousands of years ago for food. Okay, this tribal felt I need food, and they see a little rabbit running around and says, that looks like good food. Now I have to design a tool to catch, to kill that rabbit so I can eat. So that is engineering, right? You have a need, and you want to develop a tool or technology to get to satisfy that need. And so what do? They look around, and they see there's some I'm hungry, maybe I can eat, but the rabbit is running faster than me, so I have to use my engineering design thinking approach and try to find a solution. Okay, so maybe I look around, find a stick, I try to bend it. Some sticks will break, some sticks don't break. And then I find the ones that don't break and I attach a little rope to it. And now I get a little elasticity out of it. And then I find another stick and then put a little stone at the end of it. And now I've got a little bow. So this did not happen overnight. It was by the engineering type brains in those days. Maybe people talked together and worked together as teams, communicated, tried out a whole bunch of different alternatives before they actually figured out that this unique bow and arrow technology, which is even today as amazing. They have Olympics on bow and arrow using bows and arrows. So it's an amazing tool that is used for that purpose. So this is engineering around for thousands of years. It's not something that came out more recently, all right? So that is the process of engineering. Now we have lots of needs, right? Food, water, shelter, communication, health, entertainment, transportation, security. And we have technologies for all of these. And you might be able to think about, think of one technology being used today in any one of these things, like communication, health, or transportation. Think of one technology, right? And then what is being used in that technology today, and then get on my time machine and go back 100 years and think of what is being used, what technology is being used 100 years ago for that same need that we have, okay? and you'll find this very primitive. Like, for example, if you're using mobile phones right now, you were maybe using, a mailman and an envelope, maybe even pigeons in those days. Okay, so and really old technology. Now get back into your time machine, and bring your great grandmother from 100 years ago to the current technology, and she'll be amazed at the technology that you're seeing today, right? For health, education, transportation, entertainment. It's like magic. Everything that she will see will be like magic to her. So that is what engineers do. We create magic. Okay, magic by developing these technologies and tools for satisfying our needs. That magic is what you need to feel the excitement of creating that magic, right? And now you can say, okay, now, and engineers like you in the last 100 years have come up with these technologies and created this magic. So you guys are growing up to become magicians, to develop new technologies that are really amazing and will fascinate and take care of all your needs. Now get into your time machine and go back 100 and go forward 100 years to 2120. Think of the same technology, like the mobile phone communication you're using today. What do you think you'll be using for communication 100 years from now instead of the mobile phone? What do you think? Can you imagine? Can you even think about it? Because people 100 years ago could not have thought about mobile phones at all. Okay, so 100 years from now, I don't think you can even imagine what you're going to be using as communication tool. But believe me, your children, grandchildren, engineering types would have invented those technologies. Okay, so that's what's exciting about this profession of engineering. Okay, so keep that in mind and motivate yourself. Now, how does this work? How does the engineering work, right? So this is the process that all of you have been told to use for your presentation. And it's a little modification of that figure that that was on your presentation template. There's a need. If there's a need, you need to clarify the problem and figure out what the constraints are. Okay, I have a need. I'm hungry. I have these constraints. Okay, I have a need for communication. I have these constraints. I have a need for clean water. I have these constraints. Then I have to do some research on what's out there in terms of that problem. What are some of the solutions out there? What are some of the alternates? And then come up with possible alternate designs to solve that problem. That's the third step. As a team, and you do all this through brainstorming, working with other students, other engineers. As a team, communication skills are important, teamwork is important, all of this together, you come up with alternate designs. And then you pick one of these designs and say, okay, this for the time being, I'm going to choose this, even though the others also are pretty good. And you take that one design and then you develop a prototype. Let's try it out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We don't know, right? It's a new concept, new design that I came up with. Develop the prototype and then test it out in step number 6. Once you test it, you'll find, oh, maybe it doesn't quite work quite that well. So I go back to step number 3 and pick another design and come back and do that again. Maybe it works a little bit. So I move forward and redesign the solution and come up with communicate it to my boss or to some venture capitalist and set up a company to manufacture it in large numbers. Okay, so this is the process of engineering, design and manufacture. Okay, so you have, and all of this requires a lot of professional skills, not just technical skills. Okay, and that is why if you ask NBA, the organization that accredits your college, they will say that they come to your college and try to get you to prove, your management has to prove that they are giving you all of these skills: knowledge, problem solving, analysis, investigation, design, engineering tools. In addition to that, the bottom 7: teamwork, communication, professionalism, impact on society, ethics, project management, lifelong learning. How many times have you seen this in your curriculum? Hardly ever. Okay, you see the top 5 very often in your courses, but most of the time you do not see anything to do with 6 to 12. And sometimes they might give you a short course on some of these things and say, okay, we're doing it. But that is the problem, right? You have to focus on item 6 to 12. And the only way you can focus on item 6 to 12 is by doing projects. And that's where we're focusing on through our student programs in IUCEE to help you develop these professional skills that are not covered most of the time in your curriculum, and through project-based experiences. And that's why we have programs that we had since last year. 2019, we had a student leadership course. 200 of you participated in that, and out of that sprung the Saeed and Shravan as leaders, and they formed chapters and they started doing projects and so on. We had an annual student forum in January in Hyderabad. Again, we talked about design thinking, innovation, and developing projects. Then we had another student leadership course in 2020, which is going on still in phase 2, where another 200 students are working on different projects related to water and energy and so on. And now we also have another course on Clean and Green Campus, which we have about 100 students working on that. And now we have this summit, right? So all of these are our efforts to focus on helping you get project experiences. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and have a chat with my friend Syed and Shravan. Come in, Syed. Shravan, just say hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay, tell us.
Yes, sir.
Tell the audience here, okay? We have how many people? We have a whole bunch of people here, okay? So tell us what, starting from your experience, let's start with Shravan. Starting from your experience in the leadership course that you took in 2019, what kind of skills what have you learned in terms of something that might be useful for you to become employable and become leaders and innovators? What have you learned through that course and then later on the forum?
Okay, good evening,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
So, with respect to my learning, I learned what exactly leadership means, how the employability can be streamlined with aspects to what are being taught, and entrepreneurship. So, the best thing about the IUCEE leadership course was we were not spoon fed. It's like we were, what happens in the usual curriculum is you will get things, everything in your hand. But there we were actually supposed to search for whatever the things we have. In the sense, they used to give us references, but again, to get the things streamlined, we were supposed to work on. So that leadership course, probably I did it my sixth semester. And now I'm in my final semester, and I'm very happy to say that through whatever the derivatives which I got through that leadership course, I was able to secure a campus placement. So you often say that okay, you need to get some examples, right? So I can proudly say that one IUCEE leadership course. So the employees who came to our college when I sat for the final round, they were very happy. Okay, what is this IUCEE student leadership course? When I went on to explain, they said, okay, you got, as Krishna sir said, the bottom 7 indicators of an MBA, they are very much crucial with respect to engineer curriculum. So they said, okay, you have probably fulfilled what exactly an engineer needs to have done in his 4 years of engineering. Well, that helped me to explore more of my strengths. And that is why today I'm here as a student co-chair. So thanks to all the learnings from IUCEE, and a special thanks to my mentor, Dr. M.K. Ravishankar. So he was the one who was behind me. And that's it from my side.
So now you've just graduated, you finished your final year and you have a job with which company now?
I have a job in my hand. I am placed at Accenture.
Accenture. Okay, you're working for Accenture, and you're saying that when you went for the interview, you were able to talk about what you learned from this course?
Yes.
And you think that might have helped? Okay. Let's go to Syed. Give us your thoughts on how the skills that you learned in this course and later beyond that have been helping you in whatever way you think it's helping you.
Sure, sir. I, Syed Majidullah, presently pursuing 4th year in Electronics and Communication from Hyderabad Institute of Technology and Management. As I completed my IUCEE student leadership course, the first phase in the year 2019, and in that leadership course, we were being taught, and we were like we were getting assignments, and we need to do assignments within time. As far as like I want to highlight one point from last session, Manuvara session. Like he was like basically engineer should have last 7 attributes to following like soft skills to achieve any goal. So regarding that, I I have those like in the leadership course, we have been taught some soft skills, some leadership qualities, and some entrepreneurship and some employability skills. Regarding employability skills, through IUCW leadership course, we have been assigned to start IUCEWB student chapter in our college. So taking as a initiative and being a leader, so I, along with my friends from my college, we started a EWB student chapter, and we uh, continuously we are working on the community-based projects under EWB India, under IUCW, and
So
regarding
go ahead, yeah, keep going.
regarding ethics and equity under graduate attributes which NBA provides, IUC does does has some couple of courses which IUCEE soft skills, IUCEE leadership course, IUCEE entrepreneurship course, and in these courses, speakers take from the scratch to up to advanced level, where uh, any person like who has like knowledge no knowledge about the particular topic can have such courses and then can have those into this in under the skills.
Good. Did it build up your confidence, Syed? Over the last 1 year, did you find yourself more confident to
Yes, sir.
addressing, talking with people, and addressing, leading teams, and maybe starting your own company also, right? Maybe have you thought about starting your own company somewhere? Entrepreneurship, because of now you're
So
confident.
yes, sir. Like I'm a little bit confident where I can talk to anyone. Like in previous in leadership course, which was the in the month of January, ISF 2020, IUCW Annual Student Forum, where I was like one of the committee member into it, and I have communicated with all over the students, I guess more than 200 people, and I had a connection with them, and still we work as a leaders, and when we meet, when we are like a friends, and then and now, like, I'm the present co-chair for the summit. I'm taking the call from the participants at any time, and I'm trying my best to solve the queries
Thank you.
if they have any questions.
Excellent. Shravan, you want to add anything related to these 6 to 12 that we learned in the association with IUCEE, or generally any final comments from you, Shravan?
So, Evan, I would like to say something. So, this is just feedback from me. It's like all of you guys here, one or the other day, will be definitely need to sit for placements. So, even in my case, it's like I was not that confident. And as Saeed said, IUCW is one such platform where we rediscover ourselves. And especially in that 6 to 12, you will get 7, 8, and 9. Those will be highlighted in IUCEE to the most. It's like you will get good amount of courses from IUCEE Academy which is being offered, and these are courses not like just like what you get in some other places. These are blended thinking into aspects like very much student centric. You think what you want, you'll get it. So I think if you follow all the whatever the courses which IUCEE offer, definitely I am sure that you guys will be employable, and this will serve as a great point in your resume. And I am the example for that. And
Thank you so
thank you
much.
for making me.
Okay, thank you so much, Shravan and Syed. We need to move on because they're telling me the time is up. My time is up. So we will continue this conversation. It's not over. We want to continue the conversation tomorrow. When we have the chapter, IUCEE chapter formation, another open session between myself, Syed, and Shravan about forming chapters and taking this forward. So with that, back to you, Apur.
Thank you, sir. So, first of all, I'd like to clear that it is really amazing the amount of achievements that IUCW has covered in such a short span of time for so many engineering students. Well, now I declare the session open for queries, if anybody has any.
I would like to ask one question which is endorsing what they have spoken till now. And that will also show an evidence of their growth over the last few weeks, particularly arriving at the student summit. The question is directed to both Saeed and Shravan, and they can take turns. I just want them to highlight one aspect each of employability, entrepreneurship skill, and leadership that they have seen or actually worked on themselves in trying to do what they have done in the last few weeks.
Regarding leadership qualities, I tried to manage, or I tried to pick all the calls, all the messages from the participants. I tried my best to solve the queries and give inputs to them, how to make a poster presentation, how well they can attend the sessions within time. And as far as employability skills, I consider like being like co-chair for the summit. I and my other teammates, the core committee for the summit, is starting from technical, editorial, and the social media handle. We were used to have a meetings within our, and we need when and we like we will try to have some brainstorming on particular sessions on particular topics, and then we would be as a like we decide as a committee, and we will be as a committee, and as we are like committee and also we are like family, so we work as a committee and will be together.
Teamwork. I think he's saying teamwork.
So
Good.
my answer would be conflict resolution with aspects to leadership, email etiquette in context to employability, and with aspects to entrepreneurship, it's like just for the delivery of summit you're doing. We are just the faces, but we have 20 more people behind us who have made this possible, alongside IUCEE core committee. It's like that is how I say the delivery of this summit is the enterprise level, and the success of this will be how many of you students who will take the initiative to set up regional summits as well as have the student chapters in your respective colleges.
And can I hear one word each from all of you team, remaining of you team who worked with Saeed and Shravan? I want to hear one word each from each one of you. Which quality did you see yourself developing strongly in this whole process? One by one. Quick.
I think personally it would be teamwork.
According to me, team collaboration and teamwork.
Okay. Come on. Folks.
For me, it was leadership skills and teamwork.
Okay. Harsh says commitment and dedication. I'm just reading out loud.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're texting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Good.
personally think that I learned how important it is to be a team and work because as an individual we can do a lot, but in a team we can achieve everything.
Fabulous. Ramesh says better communication and time management.
Time management. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Time management. Goli Revant says time management and teamwork. Meghani says teamwork and time management. Michelin Meghani. Okay. Good, good.
Yeah, time management is part of project management, by the way. So it comes under that
Yeah.
same umbrella. Yeah.
Saujanya says punctuality, teamwork. Prasanna says divided we fall, together we stand, and we did it. Kunal
Yay.
says confidence and determination. Divya says understanding how things work.
Wonderful.
Sri Harsha says communicating with new people and teamwork. Sainath says leadership qualities, patience and focus. Tarun says networking. Very nice. Very nice.
Wonderful. So these
Okay,
are all will
the
get you
stage is
great
yours.
jobs, guys, and you'll become entrepreneurs and leaders. So the future engineers of the world. Yay. Good for you. All right, move on, team, to the next session. Thanks, Sampada. Yay, I'll applaud myself.
Moving towards the poster presentation. Due to the segregation of participants, everyone could elaborate with their presentation within a given slot of time effectively. Participants are instructed to finish their presentation within 7 minutes, following with 3 minutes of question answers. It is a request to participants to not turn their camera on while presenting and be ready with their turn in the queue. Also, they will be given an alarm prior to 2 minutes to conclude their presentation. It's a strict information for everyone to maintain the given timelines, please. We will have 5 breakout rooms and 1 main room through which every student will get a chance for poster presentation, and they will be shifted to the room immediately. Please join the respective breakout rooms. Also, in case you're shifting back to the main room takes a lot of time, just use the original meeting link shared with you to rejoin the meeting.
Okay, let's do it.
Perfect.
Okay, so as of right here, poster presentations are a very important part if you want to develop your personality and your ability to communicate perceptively and concisely. The purpose of poster presentation will be shaped by how they are used in their discipline and by the task itself. So in this session, all the students participating will have a poster presentation, and it's a way to communicate their research and their understanding of a topic in a short and concise format.
The team is working on getting you to the breakout room, so be patient, everybody. Okay, it's in the process. It's in the process. The team is. It'll take a few minutes for them to sort it out, so be patient. It takes a few minutes to get you all into your breakout rooms. You'll automatically be sent into your breakout room.
Meanwhile, Ritu Patil, do you have any query?
That's okay. I mean, everybody can do meditation. A little meditation is fine.
Saeed, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Saeed, can you put up the screen?
Said, can you show the breakout room bifurcations participant list one by one so they can note down their room number? and later on they can do that particular room number.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. The breakout bifurcation slides which you made.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Please keep 5 rooms ready. Don't add anyone.
Meanwhile, I request participants from these colleges should stay in the main room. The colleges name are AISSMS College of Engineering from Pune, Anantalakshmi Institute of Technology and Sciences, Anantapur, Anurag University, Hyderabad, BH Gandhi College of Engineering and Technology, BMS College of Engineering, Bangalore, BV Raju Institute of Technology of Women, Hyderabad, Chaitanya Bharati Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, Chitkara University, Chandigarh, CMR College of Engineering and Technology and from Hyderabad. These participants from these colleges are requested to stay in the main room. In the sense, there would be no pop-up on your screen to move on to the breakout rooms. You need to deliver your poster presentation in the main room itself. And in the breakout room 1, the following colleges will be DKT, Society of Textile,
This list is for the main room.
No, sir. The present list, which is
this is the second list. Okay, the second list.
Yes, sir. For breakout room 1.
So breakout room 1. Okay. DKT, Gudlavaleru, Hitam, Kalsalingam. Go down further. I'll read them out. KJ Somaya,
College of
KK Wag, KLE Tech, KL University, KSRM. So this will be breakout room 1. Okay, the next one, breakout room 2, Mandsaur University, Marwadi University, MLRIT, MIT Academy of Engineering, MIT World Peace University, a Model Institute of Engineering and Technology, Mufakam Jah College of Engineering and Technology, Malnad College of Engineering. Okay, that's breakout room number 2. Now breakout number 3, breakout room number 3 is Nallamala Reddy Engineering College, NI Institute of Technology, NITTR Chennai, PhD College of Technology, PhD Institute of Technology and Applied Research, Quisset Institute of Technology, Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, Ramco Institute of Technology, and RK University. Okay. In breakout room number 4, RV College of Engineering, St. Kitts College of Engineering, Savita Engineering College, SGT University, Siddhaganga Institute of Technology, SRK Institute of Technology, SR University, Sri Vidyaniketan Engineering College, Techno NJR Institute of Technology. Okay, that's right. And then finally, breakout room number 5 will be Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Vagdevi College of Engineering, Vagdevi Engineering College, Vardhaman College of Engineering, Vasireddy Venkatadri Institute of Technology, Vidya Jyoti Institute of Technology, Vidya Vardhaka College of Engineering, then Vignan Institute of Information and Technology, Vishwakarma University, VNR Vignan Jyoti Institute. So we have main room and then 5 breakout rooms. Breakout room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I request participants just be patient. Soon a breakout window will be pop on your screen. Click on yes. Then you will be redirect to breakout rooms, respective breakout rooms. Please have a look on your screen.
All of you, thanks for your patience. Just give 1 second to take that all the part. Just talk for wait a minute. We are soon sending you into breakout rooms. Thank you. Krishna, by the time you can use 1 minute to initiate some chats with the participants. Like, okay, that is a good time. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay, I can do that.
yeah,
I
it
can
is a
do that.
waiting time by the Zoom
We
software. So we need to wait for
okay.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we can do the laughter yoga maybe. Remember?
Yeah, perfect. I can remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ho ho ha 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 ho ho. But I think you can't hear it. Everybody can't hear it. That's the problem with this. We had the live laughter yoga in Hyderabad. Okay, so that helped in that time. Okay, so let's see if we can be creative. Apurva always is creative, right? Where is your entertainment going here, Apurva?
Hello,
Yeah,
sir. I was
He's
actually
here,
going
sir.
to
He's
suggest
here.
the laughter yoga thing.
jump in. Yeah, do what you do well. Yeah, go ahead.
I was actually going to like because I was there for Hyderabad as well, right? So I
Yeah.
remember your laughter yoga thing. So I was actually, in fact, I was even going to mention that, but instead I went for the sir who always smiles because that would be much preferable. Because everybody enjoyed the whole ho ho ha 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 thing because that was like the high point of the entire day.
Okay, that's what we miss in these online things. I don't know if we all do it
I
together.
know
I don't know. Can we hear everybody? I don't think so, right?
that echo, that feel that should actually
Will
be
not be
there.
there.
It
Will
doesn't,
not
yeah.
be there. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That was fun. So yeah, memories. Everybody share memories of what are the most fun. Okay, we are engineers should not be boring people. What are the most fun? What are the Apurva started this thing? Okay, what are the most fun thing that you ever did in your life? Okay, maybe let's share.
Uh, the most fun thing I've probably done till now is that open mic session in Hyderabad because on the first day we had an open mic session and I spoke for like 5 minutes, but somehow the comments that I was making over there somehow came across as jokes. People
Uh-huh.
thought that was funny, which has never happened before because people don't
Okay.
understand my jokes. So
Okay.
that was a big thing for me.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's hear from others. Come on. We heard from Harsh. Come on, others. Come on, jump in. Don't be shy. Okay, jump in. I don't know if they can unmute themselves. I guess only the co-host can unmute themselves, huh?
John sir is suggesting to take a deep breath and close eyes for 2 minutes.
Take a deep breath. That we do it all the time. Go underwater and swim and so on. Okay.
The most funny thing that I did in Hyderabad was listening to Apurva's speech, like
Which
stand-up
was?
comedy.
Hmm?
Apurva's stand-up comedy session, open mic.
That was good. I missed that. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
That is too bad. Okay, that was good.
I'm glad he
Biology. How
actually
about
enjoyed that.
okay. So how did you get into stand-up comedy, Apurva? How did you?
I didn't. Honestly speaking, I did. I still haven't entered into stand-up comedy. I just made a few jokes. People
Uh-huh.
understood those jokes, and they
Yeah.
started saying, "You should do stand-up comedy." So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, why not?"
Yeah.
And that's how I'm doing stand-up comedy.
See,
for no reason.
the other day when you were speaking, I was reminded of Amin Sani. Okay, I don't know if
Okay.
your generation who understands who Amin Sani is. When we were growing up in college, we used to have not all these technologies available, so we used to have this little radio transistor, which used to
Okay.
give AM and FM, and we used to turn on Radio Ceylon. Okay, and
Okay.
and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Radio Ceylon used to give us all these songs from those days, and we used to have great time just listening to Radio Ceylon. And there was Amin Sani. Says, "आप आएंगे जब क्या करेंगे?" That special voice. I think at one segment there, Apurva, you had it perfectly. Said, "Wow, कहाँ से आ गए Amin Sani?" You might want to build on that actually, a little bit of that, because
I will definitely
did
research him
anybody
now.
tell you about that? Did anybody tell you that it sounded like Amin Sani sometimes?
No, I mean, I guess it's a thing like we're all from the same generation, so probably none of us really know. I've heard of Radio Salon actually, mostly
Right,
because
right.
in Burfi's, the opening song, it's
Yes,
mentioned there.
yes. Uh-huh.
But apart from that, I've never really listened to it.
Yeah, I think he's still around. He's a great guy. Yeah, it's interesting.
Someone in the comments has actually spoken to Amin sir.
Oh yeah, okay. That maybe Deepak
Um,
Vaikar is sending some comments.
yeah.
So Sampada, share any experiences from your end, some fun experiences. You're on to all kinds of stuff, sports and cycling, bicycling. Tell us your best cycling experience.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it started more as a rebellion actually in my case. So, I mean, I was always told what I couldn't do, and so at one point there was this things I noticed. Everything I liked to do, whether it was to do with dance or play tennis, which is something I was heavily engaged in. And every time there will be some physical challenge which will pop up and it will restrict my activity. So, and I would go out, learn. So I learned to play lawn tennis and I learned to dance. Officially, I formally engaged myself as a Kathak dancer and eventually as ballroom dancer.
Wow.
And
Okay.
then with all this going on, every time after a few years of this practicing some of these arts, I would fall into some physical limitation trap because my body would just, give up on me. So then came cycling, and this was like a rebel for me. That okay, I have issues, and let me see if I can cycle. And I would just go out, and I have the maximum I have done is 600 kilometers in non-stop 40 hours.
Wow.
And at the time I went on this one, carrying a backpack which was weighing about 6 kgs on a highway in the heat and night and all kinds of issues and traffic challenges. I didn't know I could do it, but I kind of so somewhere we engineers are made like that. After a few years of being in engineering domain, we have this habit of breaking up a problem into smaller pieces. This is how we've been conditioned to live like. So even cycling and 600-kilometer came to me like that. So I broke it up, that okay, I will do 30 kilometers each. And the best time that I had done my 30 kilometers was 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 11 minutes. So I made those small targets for myself. And I would say, okay, next 30 kilometers, I'll take a break for a tea or a coffee or food or whatever. And I have 1 hour, 10 minutes to do that. And then I will just go mad on the highway and try to finish that. And you will not believe me. I wrote day and I wrote night, and I could do this.
Hello.
After I finished this, I realized I have this potential, and if I have this potential on cycle, that means I have this potential in other fields of life. So this confidence I came back and applied in everything that I do, even if it is parenting or my professional work, whatever I do, that potential, that benchmark that I got for myself has been fueling me and my energy level since then.
Wonderful. Good example, role model, Sampada. That's excellent. And parenting, that's another important thing, that you're part of all of these things. Fantastic. But those of you who are getting a little anxious and impatient, please, patience is an important part of design thinking. Yeah, because as the engineering design constraint that we are facing right now is this. Let me explain it to you, okay? Zoom has a capacity of 300 participants, and we got you all almost and more than 200 of you are with us. And so, and I think already breakout rooms have started. I think you've been moving around. So I'm seeing that some people have been moved to other places. So that's good. So I think some breakout rooms have been moved.
Krishna,
Only half the people are left right now.
Siddharth here.
Yeah. Go ahead, Siddharth.
Hello, Krishna.
Yeah.
Siddharth here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all the participants, you have received a notification on your screen. Jumping to the breakout room, we have assigned your breakout room, and automatically will be transferred to the concerned room. So please
Okay.
accept that request and move to the breakout room. Thank you.
Okay. I have not received any request like that yet, but anyway.
You will not, Krishna. You are in the main room.
I'm
and you will
remaining
stay
where I
in
am.
the
Okay,
main
You
room.
are with me, sir.
Oh, okay. That's everybody else is going to go. That's why the numbers are decreasing.
Yes.
Only 80 people are left.
Yeah.
Only 80 people
Yeah,
are
we
left.
will
Okay.
take flights. You will
You'll
stay
fly
landed.
away. Okay.
Bye,
So
man.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
happening.
I
That's good.
want to tell those who are remaining here that there is an interesting session at the end of tonight. So around 8 p.m., we have 4 of you girls from this team who are going to do a chat show.
Oh.
And so I know some of you have left already to other breakout rooms, but I really sincerely request people to stay back till 8 p.m. to listen to these 4 girls on how they feel being females in engineering world. And of course, there are a lot of stories, but I want to hear these 4 girls. And
Yeah. I saw that
please stay
slide by
tuned.
accident. Somebody flashed the slide by mistake. I said, okay, this is not
Yeah.
part of the agenda. How come somebody
No,
snuck
it
it
is
up
very
there?
much
Good.
there,
Wonderful.
and we will
Wonderful.
flash it again. Yeah.
Wonderful.
We'll flash,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Good.
So I do have one question to the organizing team, like to the Said or Shravan. In which breakout room I am supposed to judge, because I have to move in that room. So particularly during this post processing, I just need your help.
So you are in the breakout room 1, sir.
Breakout room
Along
1.
with,
Okay.
yes, sir. Along with Ramesh and Revant.
Sure, I will be joining that part. Sridhar, I'm making you host, and I'm moving to the breakout room 1. Then Sridhar, please move me to breakout room 1. Once I will make you host, because you have to throw me into the breakout room 1. Thank you.
John is asking which room he's in.
John Tarakan, which room is he in?
Breakout
I'm
room
in
4.
4.
With
John is
Amrendra
in
sir
4.
and John sir. Amrendra sir and John sir is in breakout room 4, along with moderators Likit and Shravan.
Okay, so
Hi, this is Anil. I got the message to be in breakout room 3. I went there and then I was brought back to the main room, looks like.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Anil, same here. We were flying. We were just taking flights to rooms and coming back.
That's okay.
Boy.
They'll sort it out. I think it's the first
Good,
time we're
good,
trying.
good. No, that's okay.
First time we're
I
trying
mean,
this out.
I know from cycling you have started taking flights also.
Anil sir, Anil sir?
Krishna Sampada, this is Kanta back. Sorry. So, do you want me to join in any breakout room? I didn't receive any message. Or you want
Anta,
me
you have
to
a choice. Take a flight, land wherever you want.
Yeah, for those of you who are still here, I think we have this engineering design constraint problem that we're trying to solve, because we didn't realize the design constraint that
sorry, Krishna,
last minute we realized only
John,
200 people can be in breakout rooms.
Krishna,
So
Krishna,
yeah.
sorry, John is in which room? May someone repeat? John.
3.
No, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 4.
Okay.
Breakout room 4, along with Amrendra sir.
In 3, Veena ma'am and
excuse
Deepak
me.
sir.
Okay, please. I have assigned John to the room number 3. Not an issue. He will come back, or someone please convey a message to the moderator asking John sir to come back into the main room so I can assign him. Anil Pandit is back into the main room, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Anil sir is in breakout room 5.
Okay, Anil, message is on your screen. Please accept that message. You will be again back to the main room 5.
I will be in 5 now. Okay.
John is very much here in main room.
Okay, Zone is back. Let me complete that task, and then I will hand over chat to the part. Yeah.
Don't worry, stay calm. Don't worry, Siddharth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's happened. Yeah, I will. Don't worry about it.
It will be fine. I mean, this is
I can tell one more
we are
story
doing.
in the meanwhile to
Yeah,
the others. Not a
the first
story
time we are
actually.
here. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
first time we are
Just
doing this, so we'll learn. Yeah.
yeah. So other students who are still here today, it's fresh on my mind because I told this story to our student committee during our afternoon briefing. So if you all have played TT, and I pardon the other, I beg pardon to the other student teams who already heard this story and will be listening to it again. So sorry about that. For the new members. So if you have played TT, if you have played badminton, if you've played lawn tennis, what is one common thing in all these three sports?
What is common thing between what badminton?
So the
Yeah.
common thing is there are two players.
Yeah.
And there is a net in between or something which kind of gives them a separate territory where they are supposed to be, not venturing into the other person's, right?
Yeah.
And they both have a ammunition or a racket which they use. And there is one object which they kick from one end to another, right?
Okay.
So now imagine this object, this ball or the shuttlecock as a problem. So if you're on one side, and if this problem comes flying to you, what would you want to do? Smash it back.
Smash it back.
Get it out of your zone as soon as possible, right? So use this analogy in your mind whenever you are in your engineering, space. The problem will come, and not one but many balls and shuttlecocks will come hitting. And you have to be alert, you have to be agile, watchful, stay in your zone, and take a shot.
Yeah,
Send the problem back out of your zone.
Just to let the engineering brains who are in the room, just to let you know what exactly the problem was, because you need to understand that it is not bad planning in particular way, because it's not chaos reigning over here. It is because our Zoom account has 300 people allowed into it. So we'd automatically assumed that all 300 can be broken out into different breakout rooms, but it happens that when you break out into breakout rooms, it can accommodate only 200 people. Okay, so that was the situation that we did not anticipate till about 2 hours ago, and we're trying to do that. So this is like, okay, so that wants to get at attention, yeah.
John, again, I would like to check. John will be in the room number 4. Am I correct? John Tharakan.
Yes, sir.
Zoom number 4. Okay, John,
Yes,
there is a
sir.
message on your screen, and you have received the notification, room number 4. John, I think you have been moved to room number 4. Okay. Any other person who wants to move to any other room?
Room 2.
Sampada, okay.
And room 3, sir. Me, Sheikh Nashav.
Room 2 and 3 are still there.
Okay,
Shawan is supposed to be in room 4.
Sampada first, let me move you because
Yeah, 2 or 3 people, and I think
Sampada, room 2, Sampada.
2.
Yeah, Sampada, you have a message on your screen.
I think room 5, a lot of students are saying that they haven't been sent to room 5. Because we still have 79 people in this room, which is too many. So a bunch of people should be gone.
Who is there then? Naushab? Which room?
Sir, yes, sir. Room 3, along with Deepak sir. Deepak sir is also here. I think he is
Me
also
too,
in room.
along with Naushab, me too, sir. Room 3.
Room 3, you have not been in any room because it is there.
Sir, can I quickly make an announcement for the participants of this room, main room?
Wait, Apuro, let me finish.
Wait,
okay,
just wait, because we still haven't, half the people here have to be gone.
Deepak Vaikar sir in room number 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Deepak sir, a message on your screen. You are moving to the room number 3. Actually, what happened? This participant has not accepted our request, and because of that, they are in the main room now. Let me let the sock in. So I can move you. Yeah, by the time you can do the announcement. I will interrupt you guys in between if it is required. Please go ahead.
But there are a whole bunch of, there are a lot of people who need to be in room 5, they're saying. I'm saying, yeah, we're getting that. Okay. So can you keep looking at the chat, Siddharth, and send people as they send you a chat message, send people to different rooms? Can you see the chat? Siddharth?
Yeah. I will. Yeah. Let me.
So John Tharakan is still in the main room, he's saying. So just one by one, whatever is coming in the chat on your screen, if you can just get them out, you'll be fine.
Yeah, actually, yeah, sure.
Sir, all of the participants, the names of the teams on the screen, these are the participants or the colleges which should be remaining in main room. So you will not be receiving a message of any sort to go to a break room because you will be remaining in this room. So please check if you are from this particular college, which you can see on the screen right now. And if you are from this college, then take a chill pill because you are not going to be transported anywhere else.
I request moderators of breakout room can jump in and can say to Siddharth sir, so that you can move on to the breakout room as we have been delaying in both the presentation.
Yes. Sid sir, can you please send me to
We
room 3 along with
Naushad,
Tanmay? Yeah,
Naushad,
yes,
wait a second.
yes.
Sir is like, I guess he's offline.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So
because in
just,
room 3 there is no moderator, so I was
yeah.
concerned about that.
In breakout room 5, I am the moderator, so I need to go to breakout room 5.
So why don't we go ahead with our presentation, Apurva?
So, Siddharth sir joined.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Said, I have one announcement. I
Yes,
have
sir.
closed all the breakout rooms because of this technical glitch. So all the rooms will be closed and all the participants will come back into this main room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we will be giving another link of the meeting. Okay. All the participants will be joining that link, particularly for this poster presentations event. This is small event that is the 1.5 hour, in which the breakout rooms and all the parts will be done. Okay.
Okay.
And once that meeting will be over, so participants will completing their presentation and then again they will come into this link. So it will be going into the one room. Right now, after sometimes I will be sharing one link onto the chat, which will be closing this meeting. It will be opening another meeting. All will be jump into the another meeting. From that meeting
Okay,
again,
sir.
they will be diverted to the rooms. They will
Okay,
complete their
sir.
presentation. That meeting will be over, and again they have to come back into this meeting. Okay, this meeting will
Okay, sir.
be on. Right. This is what the
Okay,
overall
sir.
plan. This is what the overall strategy to overcome this technical glitch. So you
Okay,
can
sir.
Said, you can announce all the participants back into this room.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they're
I
already
guess
they're already
they are
back.
already.
All are
Yes, sir.
back.
I,
All
I
are
have
back.
got, yeah, all are back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, Sel, you want me to announce this?
Yes, sir. You can
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Sai. Okay, all the participants, please accept apologies for this technical glitch. It is because of the Zoom limitation in terms of technical figures, and we are really glad to see your overwhelming response. Now, after this speech, I will be posting one Zoom link into the chat box. First, please save that link, copy that link, and save it into your WordPad or any other device, any other notepad. Okay, save that link. Then click that link and you will be leaving this meeting room and you will be joining a new meeting, okay, with the help of that particular link. Then in that particular room you will be guided, you will be given the instructions what to do next. Again, I am repeating that after the speech, after sometimes after 2 minutes, I will be posting a new Zoom link into the chat box. I request all the participants to copy that link into your Word or Notepad and then click that link so that you will be leaving this meeting and you will be joining another new meeting. In that meeting room, you will be guided further what to do next.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Got it. Got it.
Perfect. Thank you. No, that link is for a main room, and the further instructions will be given into that meeting room only. I'm replying to the chat.
Yeah, I understand.
Sir, let me take this question, sir.
Yeah,
So
sure.
now Siddharth sir would send a link in which like you need to copy that link and then you need to click on that link. You will be redirected to another meeting where we will be having breakout rooms, main room plus 5 breakout rooms. You will be always segregated accordingly, which we have showcased all the participants according to the college wise into those breakout rooms. As soon as we are done with the poster presentation, again we need to come back onto this meeting. You can log in through, like, I guess you all people receive a mail from Sridhar sir in the evening, a reminder mail. So you can go on to that mail and you can click and you can attend this meeting. So in the sense, you will get 2 links. Now the present link, you need to click on it. You will be redirected to another meeting where we'll have a poster presentation. After that, after completion of that poster presentation, again, we need to go on to the mail. There is a link for this meeting which is presently ongoing, and then you need to click on that link, and again you need to come back. And
Okay.
that's it. And sorry for this inconvenience. We have been at technical glitches, so that's the reason. Try to understand our concern.
Perfect, side. That's a perfectly fine.
So I request everyone to copy that link and place it somewhere, and then you will be redirected to that meeting. Again, you need to come back. Please make sure that you come back to the meeting. We will be like taking down your attendance, so that's the reason. Don't try to over smart with us. Do join the meeting after poster presentation gets sent.
Can
It's
you
a
also
sincere request.
post the coming back link
Yeah,
of
they'll be getting it there. You'll be getting it there. But just wait for one
Yes,
link
yes.
coming here and use it. That's all. One link will come here, hopefully.
We are just
Yes, they are
creating
putting us in a
another.
breakout room, but as usual, technical something.
Yeah, that is the limitation of Zoom, and we do have a more participants, and because of that, there is something problem. So we are just creating another meeting room. It will just to check with all the settings so that we can avoid this technical problem. Wait for a while, and definitely we will post it. Krishna, you can continue with your question answers and the feedbacks. Yeah, I will
Okay.
interrupt you. Thank you.
Okay, John Tharakan had a suggestion. Okay, you guys, anybody tell us something, the funniest thing that one of your teachers might have done? Just share that and I'll read it out. Send a chat message. Funniest thing that one of your teachers might have done. Okay, let's share some jokes here. What are the funniest thing that one of your teachers might have done? Okay, let's come in, everybody. Funniest thing that one of your teachers might have done.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear people. Yeah.
Well, I'm Grishma. So I want to share one of the funniest thing which our
Sure.
faculty has done.
Sure. Tell me.
In our once our faculty said that there will be a test in entire chapter. To be frank, most of us were not attended to any classes of chapter. So we tried to escape somehow. He said this time exam will be more strict and based on that you should stay for extra classes. So we have decided to not to write that exam by saying any other reason. We should do something or other to avoid that exam. As per our plan, we did a mass bunk. However, sir came to the room. No one are in the room, so he thought we might be in lab, and he gone and checked there. No, there were also no one. So he understood our plan. So he wanted to teach us a lesson, and he didn't kept that exam on that day. And next day he said, "I will continue with the new chapter," and he continued with new chapter for 2 days, so that everyone will come back to classes. And on the third day, when we came back to the classes, on that day he said surprise test. on that day you all did a mass bunk, so you'll have a surprise test, no? Write this exam, and on this basis you'll get imposition also.
Very good.
So we written entire chapter 2 times as imposition.
Very good. Excellent. So good. Let's keep coming. Other people. Let's give us some here. Somebody's saying unity is strength. Okay.
Can I jump in, sir?
Yeah. Jump in.
So, like, I'm getting couple of questions, queries. So I'm getting couple of questions. Don't worry, participants. Within a minute or 2 minutes, you will be getting an other meeting link. You need to read. You need to click on that link. You will be redirected to that meeting in which we'll have a poster presentation. As soon as you are done with the poster presentation, then again we will be back. Then in that meeting, we'll send another link, which if we click on that link, again we will be back to the same present ongoing meeting.
Yeah.
So make sure that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Another joke here from Spandan Dholakia. While I was in my bachelor's, everyone used to escape software testing lectures every day as it was really boring. I can relate to that. Sir got fed up from us and he used to run along the lobby to locate us and ask our roll number so he can give us at least attendance. Okay.
That's
Good
a very
one.
generous, sir.
Very generous. Very good. Yeah. Jonathan says very generous as a faculty member. Yeah. Very good. Link is coming, folks. Chintala. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. One of the fundamentals of optics is that if you zoom too much, it becomes blurred.
Okay, that's what we're doing. Zooming too much. It will soon be shared. Fairy has given us some optimistic news. It will soon be shared. So Chintala, just be, that's okay. Just chill it. That's all. This is the design problem. Now, the problem was that we thought we could take Zoom to 300 participants, but when you convert it to Breakout, it only takes 200 participants. So Sheikh Nazab is saying, Jara sa Zoom la. Hare wah, somebody, Deepak is saying, Jara sa Zoom le. Gao ji, Deepak, you can't
That's a
voice.
Hindi song, sir. That was a Hindi song.
You're on mute? Okay.
Yeah.
Jara sa
Yeah.
Zoom. I know that song. Somebody must be knowing that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that
जरा सा
song?
झूम लू रे
Apurva?
नारे बाबा ना
हो जाए सब
बाबा
लोग.
ना या
सब लोग कर ला,
जरा
हो
सा
जाए.
या जरा सा झूम लू रे नारे बाबा ना
नारे बाबा ना. Okay.
हाँ अरे बाबा ना. Yes, correct. You said nicely.
कौन सा मूवी का है वो?
वो है जो शाहरुख खान और काजल सबको पसंद होगी.
पुराना वाला अपना जमाना का है. पुराना जमाना का है.
नहीं, अभी ये नया वाले का है. क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
That is a famous Dulhania wala. Okay, that's right. That is a Zoom le.
I feel like Zoom has actually said ki haha checkmate, because like it said that you cannot have more than 200 people and we brought 300. So it's like haha checkmate.
Haha checkmate.
Yeah. It just does not want us to have more than 200 people.
But in a breakout mode, that's the thing. If you have only one session, you can have 300, but in a breakout, and we didn't know this, and we just found out just before the meeting. And so that's why we're scrambling, redesigning it. And it happens. Now that we know that, next time we do it, we'll plan better in terms of breakouts. So that's good. Link kidhar hai? Johnny Lever voice banaya hai. Akash is giving, link kidhar hai? Johnny Lever, banao apna voice. Google पे ढूंढ लू रे, right?
गूगल पे ढूंढ लू रे, जरा सा झूम लू रे, गूगल पे ढूंढ लू रे, नरे बाबा ना. Yeah.
Adesh is smiling away. Okay, okay.
The part of comedy is when Krishna tries to speak Hindi.
I grew up in Bombay and then I went to the US, right? Bombay
Yeah.
mein people think we speak Hindi, right? हमको जाना मांगता है, like Amitabh Bachchan used to sing. वहाँ जाना मांगता है हमको जाना मांगता है. So that is why I know Bombay Hindi till mixed up with having forgotten even that.
लई भारी बोल रहा है रे.
जाना मांगता है.
कृष्णा जी बोलेंगे लई भारी बोल रहा है. लई भारी बोल रहा है.
John Tarakan
John
will
is
not even
saying
try.
he will not even try.
Hindi.
John, you have to try.
Kerala. He's from Kerala, so he.
Now you must try, John.
हम चले ढूंढने नया.
बोलो यार कुछ भी बोलो.
हाँ जरा सा झूम लो रे नारे बाबा ना. गूगल पे ढूंढ लो रे नारे बाबा ना.
Who is your favorite hero, sir? Okay, my favorite hero is Amir Khan. I love the movie PK. That was my first #1 movie, PK.
अरे यार आमिर खान के पीछे लगे हैं आप.
हाँ PK में
So
वो जो movie
Kyati
बनाया.
Chella is writing something. She
PK.
says
I mean,
one funny thing
PK. I love the fact ये PK. मैं भी PK हूँ. मैं भी PK हूँ. सब लोग PK आए हैं आज. चलो जाएंगे PK. सब PK बन जाएंगे.
Wrong number. Wrong number.
Wrong number. I love the way that he proves that entrepreneurship, God is an entrepreneur. I mean, religion is entrepreneurship, right? He puts a little stone somewhere and puts a little tika on it, and students are going for the exams, and they start saying, "Oh, I've got to put some money here, and I'll get good grade." So that investment is zero, and suddenly now I'm making a lot of money out of that. Then next door, somebody's trying very hard to sell his chana chur garam and not getting many customers. So
people want to know where you're from.
One person. I'm
Oh,
originally
Johnny. John, please. You have a funny
John,
language story.
Oh,
Please,
language
John,
story.
speak.
Okay, John, come in. Yeah, I'm from Andhra Pradesh originally, so West Godavari district. So anyways, John, go ahead. Funny language story. Bolo. Funny language story.
Yeah. Hindi में सुनाना.
Yeah. Apply, no reply. Apply, no reply.
Oh, he cannot unmute.
Oh, you cannot unmute. Okay.
Tech team.
Yeah, your background looks like Canada or Brazil. Okay, now I'm in Goa actually. and Sampada is in space in Mars. She's from Mars.
Really my story.
So somebody's asking where you're from, and look at my background and say, oh, look like you're from Canada or Brazil. Sampada is from space. Now this Zoom allows you to pick your background, virtual background. So that's what I use for my virtual background.
Yeah.
Just a question. For a physical examination, you can keep that stone at the entrance of the examination. In online, where do you keep that stone?
Good one.
So we can place image, sir.
Good point, Anil. Where do you put that stone for students to take an exam, online exam, right?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, John. Somebody unmuted you. Yeah, come on.
Okay, so my funny story is I went to IIT Madras.
Right.
So we were all Saudi boys. So on our industrial tour, we went to North India. We went to Delhi, and we went on a bus, and we bought the tickets. And my friend who was from Kerala, he had a folded up 10 rupee note, which he gave to the conductor to get tickets. Back in those days, the bus fare was like 25 paise or 50 paise. So the conductor said, "Oh, khula note do." And so Redu Krishnan took the note back, he opened it up and he gave it to him.
Oh.
कोई हमें रूम दे दे, रूम में भगा दे.
या नॉर्थ में बोलते हैं कि छुट्टा नहीं है क्या, या चिल्लर दे दो.
छुट्टा नहीं चिल्लर. और तो मुंबई वाला छुट्टा नहीं चिल्लर दे दे. हाँ.
Yeah. But for a 25 paise, opening out the 20 rupee note was like khulja sim sim.
But 25 paise is dirt cheap. Which era are you belonging to, John? Don't reveal your age.
Don't reveal your age. Some the 70s. Okay, I won't reveal my
70s.
age.
Okay, not bad.
I can. Yeah, I can confidently say that none of the students were born when I was when I graduated from IIT Bombay,
When was that?
1967.
Oh, I wasn't born either.
Right, even you were not born. 1967. Somebody's asking me, can I speak Telugu? మాట్లాడగలను కొంచెం 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 మాట్లాడగలను.
Oh my God.
I was in IIT Bombay and I.
Krishna, Sampad, I am back. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
No
Can you
problem.
listen to me?
Good
Yeah.
landing.
No, we're having too much fun. Don't interrupt us.
Oh, okay. So there is a small instructions after all getting all the glitch and everything. What we have found, room number 5 is only having some technical problem, and because of that, we are getting issues. Okay. So we do have a participants in room number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am creating this 5 breakout room in this session only, and all the participants will be moved into the different rooms. So please stay in your room. Now, a separate instruction for room number 5. All those who will be directed to in the room number 5, please come back into the main session. So the room number 5 session will be happening into this main room session. Room number 5 session will be happening into the main room session. If any of the presenter will remain into the main room because of the latecomers, late joining, or any of the data record mistake, please text a message on the text box, and I will try to move in the concerned room. But as far as possible, if one presenter is available into the room number 1, 2, 3, 4, you stay into the main room only. If your name is not assigned and if you are not directed automatically. Again, I am repeating the same thing, same sequence. After this speech, you all will be directed into the 5 different rooms. That is room number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Room number 1 to 4, all you are supposed to remain in your room for the poster presentation session. Room number 5 participant, please leave that room and come back into the main room. Room number 5 presentation, poster presentation will be happening into this room, main room. So room
How
number
do they
5,
come back? How do they come back from 5?
they do have an option, leave room. They do have an option
Okay,
in their
got
room
it.
panel,
Got it.
leave
Okay.
room. So they will leave that room. Thank you, Krishna, for this reminder. All the participants in the room number 5, click onto the leave room button and you will be coming back to the main session. Okay, don't leave the meeting. Click onto the leave room and select that to leave breakout room, not the main meeting room, breakout room.
Got it.
So room number 5 people will be coming back to this room, and we will be doing room number 5 presentation in this side. Okay, I am now assigning all of you to the main room. Please don't come back into the main room until and unless you will be getting the timer, or say administrator will do it. If you will come back to the main room, it will be so much difficult for me. I'm giving this instruction for the room number 1 to 4 people. It will be so much difficult for me to assign you again into your room. So room number 1 to 4, don't leave your room, please. Okay, don't leave your room. 1 to 4. Room number 5, as soon as you will be assigned, leave your room and join this main session with the button leave, red color button leave. Okay, don't leave the meeting. Thank you all. I am assigning you
So
the room.
there is no main. There is only 5 rooms then.
5
only
rooms.
5 breakout.
So 5 breakout room, but 5th room we will be making it active and then we will close it.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay, and it will, the leave is at the top, right? We just close, use that leave button and we automatically come back to the main room.
Anil, once you will click onto the leave button, it will give you the 2 options. One is the leave the meeting and second one is the leave the breakout room. So
right, fine.
When you complete your presentation and all the schedules, being as a judge, leave the breakout room. Don't leave the meeting. Okay.
Correct. But automatically we will be brought back immediately, right? What you said is.
Yes. Zoom will be doing that task. Yeah, automatically.
Right. So right now we are supposed to press the button leave.
No, not right now, Krishna. Not right now. I will be assigning you, all of you, into the rooms. All the rooms I'm making open. See you soon, guys, and I hope so it will work. My fingers are crossed.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. We're learning. It's about learning. That's fine. No problem.
Now they started to move, Krishna.
Yeah, people have started to go. Yeah. They're coming. Some people are coming back.
Yeah, that they are coming back because room number 5 people are coming back. So that is a good point.
Siddharth, one suggestion, in case these things don't work, okay, let us come back and do the main session, remaining main session with Veena Kumar, and then close today, okay? And we can do the poster session tomorrow, no big deal. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so
just
make
a
that
quick
call.
one. I went to the room 5 and came back also.
Perfect. Anil, you can now. I can see that many of the participants are in the main room. Anil, so you can with the help of moderator you can start this.
Yeah, but there are 100 people here, so that's too many, right?
So I have one doubt, sir. I am the moderator for Breakout Room 5. So, and Apurva is the moderator for Breakout Room, sorry, the main room.
Okay.
So how can we go parallelly, sir?
How many breakout rooms do you want? 5 or 6?
So actually it's a one main room plus five breakout rooms.
Okay, I got it.
So Siddharth,
I understand, sir. I understand, sir. The room number 5 and main room breakout room session will happen here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's too many people in this room. 96 people are still here. So that means something is not working. There should only be 30 or 40 people here, right? It's a breakout room with sessions. So why don't we do one thing? Why don't you tried, your team tried very hard. And let's just say we come back and do Veena Kumar session. Okay. And let's do the poster tomorrow. No big deal.
Okay, fine. Then we are
Talk
comfortable.
with Keith and Sridhar and Sampada, because I think we have learned a lot in the process. But people are coming back here. 99 people have come back, so it's coming up. So let's take that decision. So let us do the Veena Kumar and the rest of the session right today, remaining session, and then close for today. Okay, and everybody take a deep breath. Come back tomorrow with everything set up.
And,
all right.
And tomorrow we might use just 5 rooms. Divide the total numbers into 5.
Behind the scenes they'll figure it out. What you use the participants from today and then break them up into 200 participants and into the 6 rooms and be all set. Do that, Siddharth, do that. Okay.
Okay. So what I will be doing?
We have gone back and forth about 3 times, so it's not going to work today. So let's say, okay, let's call it. That's it. Okay.
Okay. Fine. So thank you, Krishna.
Send everybody back. Yeah, send everybody back, and we'll have the next session. Okay.
Okay. Fine. I'm bringing all the participants in this main room. Okay, Krishna.
Yeah. Bring everybody to the main room, and let's have the next session. Veena is here. Let Veena give us a nice session.
Okay. So within 60 seconds, all will be back.
Yeah, everybody will be back. Okay. And then Apurva and Ferry. What is the next item on the agenda after the poster session?
So Veena Kumar ma'am session, sir.
Okay, let's have Veena Kumar. I think let everybody relax and enjoy Veena Kumar's session. Okay, let's not worry. These things happen. All right. Let's do Veena Kumar session and have a good time with that.
The 35 seconds
and then
remain.
We can,
all will come back. 35 seconds remain. All will come back.
Everybody come back. Everybody come back. Let's have Veena Kumar session. Let's do that. Yeah. We tried our best. That's fine. But I think we can. It's unexpected problem. Can't be helped. But no problem. We had a great time. We all had jokes and singing and fun and everything. We got to know each other, and it's that's how it works. Okay, that's good. No problem. Not to worry. Everybody come back.
And now music from Veena instead of music on Veena.
Yeah, Veena will play music now. I think Apurva and Anil Kumar Pandit should get together on stage and do a stand-up. Anil Pandit is this guy who retired from GE.
Yeah, Apurva will do the stand-up. I will be sitting on the chair.
All are back.
Siddharth is trying to say something.
Yeah,
Yeah, all are back. All are back. Okay, take it over. Ferry and Apurva, take it over to Veena Kumar's session.
Fantastic.
Good, let's do it. Yeah.
Magic band.
Just give me a minute, Apollo. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. Just to let everybody know, we are going to skip the poster session for today, and Apurva is taking over, okay? And is going to continue the part. Yeah.
So I'll just revise what sir mentioned. Because of the technical issues that have arisen right now, instead what we're going to do is we're skipping the poster presentation portion of this event today, and we're pushing it tomorrow. So right now we're continuing with the rest of the main event that has been planned for you guys. So enjoy that, and you have one more day for preparation. So I think that's like a godsend gift for you guys. So like just Bhagwan ke bharose. All right, let's move to the next part of this session. Shaista, please take it from here.
Can you skip to the Veena Kumar ma'am's slide, Syed?
Okay.
Over to you, Shaista.
Some of the successful people believe that how they do the job, not the job they do, that is. They always used to excel themselves to try to adopt those qualities in job they do. So to get the excellence in the professions we do, we have Dr. Veena Kumar with us for this event. For steering us in the right direction, Dr. Veena Kumar is currently faculty at the University of Maryland Global Campus and Executive Director of the IUCEE International Educator Certification Program. Her areas of specialization are education technology, communication, and faculty training. I request Dr. Veena Kumar to guide us about professional excellence. Please, ma'am.
Veena ma'am, now you can share your screen, ma'am.
Is Veena ma'am, did we lose Veena ma'am?
I hope she's not in one of those breakout rooms.
In some other room?
Yeah.
Yeah, she might have got lost along the way. I don't see her in the list.
I hope she's not in one of those rooms.
No, the rooms have been vacated. I think we just have to, she probably got knocked out completely and didn't know how to come back.
Oh, so John says he came back with the original link, so it is possible some other members also may be coming back on.
We can have the, do we have Amarendra Katkam and MathWorks people here?
So I can't find Amrendra sir, Ramana, Anchuri sir.
Send an email to Veena. So I'll send an email to Veena to rejoin.
I'll call her.
Yeah, you have a phone? Okay, call her,
Yeah,
tell her to rejoin using the original link that she used.
Parallelly, I have sent a WhatsApp message also to Veena. You link for coming back.
Yeah, anybody spots Amarendra or the MathWorks guy, just keep a lookout.
Hello. So I just spoke to Veena ma'am.
Yeah.
She's joining back in. She kind of thought that she will come back at her assigned time for the session.
Ah.
So she had briefly gotten off this Zoom.
Oh, okay.
But she's
So
coming back in. She's coming back.
coming right now? Okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Professor Krishna, as Professor Vora used to say, Murphy's Law in action. Murphy's Law.
See, that's why even with the best of planning, these things happen, and that's fine. That is why we have to save our creative thinking to deal with
In fact,
situations
this
like
is a
this.
very good lesson to all the students here. That how things can, change
wrong.
their course.
Even if you have good
So we
planning.
may, and I mean, I would not say wrong. I would say changing course. When a river also changes course.
Right.
And here also, this is where we show adaptability, agility, and responsiveness. These are the qualities which we reflect and show.
Right.
We will be faced with this situation so many more times, weirder than this. This was in fact very nicely done because Krishna had the humorous aspect, keeping everybody tied together, and we were all in our safe zones. All we were doing was just going to a breakout room, landing back, going to and coming back in. But yeah, in a real project situation,
Just
yeah,
imagine if this was happening when a space shuttle or something was landing, where people have to coordinate with so many
Can
people.
I jump in,
Imagine.
sir? So can I jump
Oh
in?
yes,
Yeah, jump
Said,
inside.
yes.
Yeah.
I had a call from Ramanna, sir. He will be joining within 5 minutes.
Okay, but Veena also is joining. That's fine. Veena has joined already. She's ready to go.
I can
So
join. I can do 9:30. That's
yeah. Do yours, Veena, and then we'll do the Ramana. Yeah, after that.
okay. I can't start the video somehow.
Veena is here, so everybody make sure.
Yeah,
that
it's not letting me do the video. So, Sampada, it's not letting.
Yeah, they let you do it. They'll let you do it. They'll give you the screen.
And I need to be made co-host because I want to.
Ma'am, you're already a co-host, ma'am. Now you can share your screen.
You can share your screen.
Can I share my start the video?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It says fail to start the video. I had no problem yesterday. I was here the whole time.
Yes, ma'am.
Start my video. Fail to start the video, it says.
Ma'am, in the sense, like, I guess you're using from the browser. Can you read on?
Veena ma'am needs a bit of a technical support from the host. She's unable to start her video. She needs to be made co-host.
Ma'am, she's already co-host.
I am co-host, he says. Video, I'm having problem with the video. You're live on YouTube, it says unpin video. Okay, let's see what, does it work? Start my video now.
Let's see if you unpin and if we can see it on screen.
Co-host has asked to start your video, start my video.
Yeah.
But it's saying...
Shaista can stop sharing her screen.
Okay.
Ma'am, no one is sharing the screen.
No, no one is sharing the screen.
There you go. I can see your face.
We see you, Veena.
Okay, then that should work.
Now you have to share the screen. Now you have to share the screen.
Launch it says launch the meeting. No.
No.
Just, okay.
Just go to that green arrow and click.
Okay.
Use that share screen. Yeah. Use the green arrow to share your screen. Yeah.
Okay, now the camera is on.
Yeah,
okay.
there you are. You're
almost
there.
Managed,
we see you, but not.
Yes. Okay, now let me just get my...
So just do the share screen now.
Now go to share the screen. The green arrow.
New share. It says new share. It says you are sharing the screen.
Yeah, you're viewing the screen. So all you have to do is put up your slides.
Okay,
yes,
this one here. Can you see?
There you go.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yay, we got
Thank you. Thank
Done.
you.
All
Okay.
right.
Is the audio okay? Is the audio
Yes,
okay?
everything is perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Everything.
Perfect. I have 20. I have I can hear Said. Said, I have 2 polls which Sridhar has already. I don't know. He sent me a message that they are already in the thing.
Good.
Okay.
And I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
1 quiz.
Okay.
For that also I sent you the link for
Yes,
putting in
ma'am.
the chat box. Okay, beta,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
everything is organized. So I'm depending on you.
Yeah.
I have a
Keep
quick
going.
question before we start. Can we at the end get the okay, I can go on the link and look at the results. So we'd like to share that also with them if possible.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm ready whenever you want.
Yes, ma'am. You can go on, ma'am. You can share on the big screen.
Isn't somebody going to introduce or do anything?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we already did that.
yeah, we
Okay,
did that only
fine.
once.
Hi, so
Okay,
am
ma'am,
I?
I can do it again.
No, that's okay. Let's not waste time. I'd love to
Yeah.
have any extra 1 minute or so.
In
Okay,
fact, that's when we realized you were not there.
okay. No, I actually joined in, tried to join in, and then I said I'm at 9:30, so let me just finish everything and then okay.
One
So
person for sure doesn't need introduction.
thank no. The kids. Okay, so am I on air now? Are we on now?
Yes.
And listen to you.
Okay, hi. Good evening, everyone. So I'm absolutely delighted to have this opportunity.
Get closer to the mic. Your voice is wandering away.
Okay, is it wandering away now? Is it okay better now? Is it better now?
A little better, but not as good as it was when you started.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Now it's getting better. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Should I make it better? More?
Yeah, and go to full screen mode. You're all set. Yeah.
Okay, is it too loud? Okay, so we start again. Then let me go. I thought I was full screen. Let me see. Krishna, give me 1 minute. Yeah, no, I'm not full screen. Okay, there you go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Once again, sorry for all this start. We are going to be talking today about, I'm absolutely delighted to be here today with all the future of India and sharing some ideas on something which is very, very close to my heart, is professional excellence. So in this session, we'll be talking about what is excellence. Okay, it's a very, very how to say, abstract notion, but we need to, and people have different definitions of excellence. So we want to come together on a agreed definition of excellence for us. What are the attributes of professional excellence? Developing a mindset for excellence. And I want to talk about the concept of self-efficacy. Some of you may already know about it, but self-efficacy is very closely connected with excellence. So and we want to do some work on some tips for working towards professional excellence. And if we have time, we'll do question answers. But for this particular session, the questions are really for you. And you are the one who should really be answering those questions. And to facilitate that, we have 2 polls, and we have a very short quiz also, which hopefully you'll be able to take it. Okay. And I want to acknowledge the wonderful free resources we have these days on the internet for all the pictures and the graphics that I very happily borrowed. So thank you, internet, for that. So let's get started with what is excellence, and people view excellence in a different way. But before we start coming to the definition, I want to talk about what we are not going to talk about. So what we are not going to talk about is providential excellence. So what is providential excellence? I just coined this term because something that's given, it's a gift that people have. Let's say Shakuntala Devi. At age 6, she was able to solve unbelievable equations. And when people asked her, she says, I don't know, don't have a method, I just see the answer. And so nobody can explain that. Or Mozart, who composed his first symphony at age 6, and or Ramanujam. There are lots of people like that. But we are not going to talk about this particular session is for people like you and me. Okay, and we want to start with the first poll, because I want to know, how do you view excellence? So Saeed, can we have the first poll, please? Is the poll on?
I'm not so sure, Veena ma'am. Shall we answer on the chat window?
It's not on. It's not on yet, but
I
here
think
it's on. It's on.
Yeah,
It's on.
It's on.
No, we want to get it on. Yeah, okay. And so we have about 45 seconds for it. That's what I've timed for. So we'll just close after 45 seconds. And if I can get the answers, that will be very good.
Good. You're getting some good responses.
Wonderful.
107 people have voted. 63% have voted.
%11 say
There are
never
few
thought about
others.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
11. Okay, I'm not okay. 11.
Share the results. Share the results, somebody. Yeah.
Sridhar is doing that. 11% said they never thought about it.
Yeah.
And then Sridhar, the rest?
8% excellence is a myth.
Okay.
0% excellence is not for people like me.
Wow.
4% say who cares, and 78% say that's where I want to be.
Ooh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. For both way, I think for all options, this session should be useful. If you never thought about it, it's time for you to think about it, right? So, and I'm absolutely delighted with the 78% who think they want this. So let's great. So this is going to be very productive for us. Okay, so what is excellence? There are I can see somebody's raised his hand, but maybe a little later. There are two different perspectives of viewing excellence, and let's look at that, right? So one perceptive one's way of looking at excellence is surpassing others. So I want to do better than others. Okay, now both perspectives are not, there's nothing wrong, but there may be, for me, one is better than the other. So this one is the first approach, can be surpassing others. But the second approach, which is very, very precious for me, is transcending yourself, right? So what is the difference? The first one is a social experience. So your focus is always on others, not on yourself. So you're always comparing. It could be stressful. Even if you have achievements, you don't enjoy them because somebody else has done better than you. Uh, the personal experience is richer, it's probably more joyful, and uh, to my mind, more productive also. So I'm going to go with this aspect of the excellence definition. So the excellence defined is transcending yourself, that is being the best at whatever you do, whatever you do, whatever you do. Now when we say whatever you do, we have as three different we have different roles in life, right? We are family, we are friend, we are a learner, we are a worker, we are also affiliate and member. So these are very clear, but what is affiliate and what is member is you're affiliated to something. And what is the difference between two? I would like to explain that. If you are affiliated, for example, you're affiliated to your college right now. Okay, all of you. We are affiliated to IUCEE, the core team. Also, I am affiliated to University of Maryland, Global Campus. Affiliation, and I'm members. Members are member of a society, member of a culture, member of a religious heritage. The difference between two is that affiliations move, affiliations change, can change. Today you're affiliated with your college, tomorrow you will be affiliated with a company. But you'll remain the member of a culture, you remain the member of a society. This is the definition. So, but what the net is that when all 6 roles, excellence is important. But for today's session, we are only going to be talking about these 2, right? Because we're talking about professional. Um, of course, family and friend excellence is very important, but our focus is going to be on these 2. And I want to share 2 very interesting perspectives about excellence. You remember Aristotle is the father of all philosophy, centuries earlier than us. And he said, excellence is a habit. Okay. And I have another very interesting quote by someone. It says, excellence is an attitude. So I want you to remember these 2 words. The excellence is a habit and excellence is an attitude. So the 78, all of us that we dream of attaining excellence, remember it's a habit. So you have to work on it, right? And habits we do develop over time. You have to push yourselves. You say, okay, I want to get up at I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning and go for a run. Um, you have to work on it. And the attitude means how you view a certain item. How do you view a certain thing? Um, of course, nowadays, I think the word attitude has changed the meaning a little bit, and people seem to use it as a compliment. Like, oh, she has an attitude, linking it to some style attribute. But attitude actually is an approach to something. Okay. But now remember, the excellence needs to be cultivated. It doesn't happen. It's not going to just happen. So my friends in the 78% category, we need to work on it. We need to cultivate it. Okay. And I hope that today's session will go back at the end a little more wiser than we were before. So what are the attributes of professional excellence? Like, what are the criteria attributes? I'm sure you understand the attributes. Now I have come up with 7 attributes after a lot of research and also personal discussions with top managers. Like, what are they looking in the young hires? The first thing is drive to excel. The drive is passion, ambition, commitment, investment in yourself, investment of time, investment of energy. Okay, so drive is very important. Okay, and I think we have the drive, right? Because we have about 78% saying I'm there. The desire to be there, the ambition to achieve excellence is what is drive. Okay. Now, awareness, I put awareness as I didn't think it was important, but most of my conversations came up with the awareness. We think we know a lot of things, but we actually don't. So let me take the example of the theme of this particular summit is global challenges, if I'm given to understand, if I understand that properly. How much we know about the global challenges? We've heard about the water crisis, we've heard about the environmental crisis, etc. But we really don't know much about these things. So try to educate yourself about the world around you, and particularly about yourself. Who am I? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Okay. Um, and then domain competence. Okay, what is going on here is oh, sorry. I just need to get this out. Okay, let it be. Can I get this out? And delete. Okay. Domain competence refers to your subject expertise. If you are trying to be a mechanical engineer, then you need to be the best mechanical engineer. If you're in civil engineering, you need to. So how do we develop domain competence? It's not just what you learn in class, but outside what is happening. All the news, become members of societies of your specific domain, and they all have special rates for the student members. So it doesn't seem, we spend a lot of money. We just go out one evening and we have kind of a couple of burgers and I don't know, a couple of friends. We spend a lot of money, and then becoming a member is worth the investment, right? Communication. Communication is the key. Yesterday's session, I was attended Dr. Vora's session on soft skills, and remember he said that 80% of the success depends on communication. And I want to share 3 very important research findings about communication. The first one is a very happy one, that everyone can master communication. It's not, if you're born with it, nothing like it, but it's something that it's a skill. And what is the difference between skill and a talent? Skill can be acquired. So we can acquire communication at any time, at any place, and any part of the world. Okay. Communication is difficult for us in India because our operating language is our second language, but that's just an excuse. And when I talk to this, I taught in IIT for 18 years, and I have been teaching since then in the US too. And this problem is not just India; it's everywhere. Um, so when in India we say English is not my first language, so I'm not very good at it. No, they're not good at their own language also. Ask anyone to write a very nice paragraph in their mother tongue, and they're not able to do it. They probably can do better in English than they can do in their own language. So communication is very important. The first finding is that it can be acquired, it can be mastered at any time, any place. The second is that they interviewed about 100 top managers, and one thing that was common, one attribute that was common, was they were all good communicators. So it's a common denominator for success in professional excellence. And the third one is very important too, is that says that people with higher communication skills have higher self-esteem. And that's one of the findings of research. Self-esteem, is, we'll talk about it in a little bit, because I want you to understand self-efficacy, and then maybe I don't want you to confuse it with self-esteem. Okay, so it says command over language, non-verbal, etc., etc. The next attribute is adaptability. Adaptability is your ability to accept and manage change. So that also, yesterday's session, Dr. Aradhya, when he was talking about the industry 4.0, he was only talking about change. How do you manage change? And we have seen change in our own lives, right? Very quickly, as one of the person I was talking to said that, remember how we used to have the taxi service going so good for us? It's all disappeared because of Uber or Ola, right? So now we no longer have those people. Don't have private taxis anymore. We don't have any video service anymore because the Netflix has kind of taken that over. So you don't even know at this time, some of you, maybe the first year, second year students, you don't even know what you will be doing when you finish your graduation, because maybe those jobs are not even on the horizon yet. So you need to have change. And in this reference, I want to make a very strong point here for you guys, is that it's also found that people who are very successful at adapting change or managing change are the people who are solid, rock solid in theory. Okay, we always keep complaining theory is boring, I'm doing a course which I don't like, it's very dry, it's full of theory. But theory is your lifesaver, trust me. So next time, please change your attitude to the theory. I keep telling my faculty when we are training, and I have the same thing from the faculty, students are not interested in my course because my course is theory, it's very dry. No, theory is very important, okay guys, and that's what is going to give you the adaptability. Oh my god, what's going on? Okay, I'm going to stick with that. Ethical behavior. Ethical behavior is very, very important, and I think we need a lot of work on this area. You know what I'm talking about. So ethical behavior is honesty, truthfulness, loyalty, empathy. Empathy means you have respect for others, you think of others, you feel for others, and if you do that, you will not do certain actions because they are, for example, you have a meeting at 8 o'clock with Professor Vidula and his team. There are 6 people in their team, and you show up late. What's that? People are waiting for you. How much time is wasted? So that you're not considering, you're not thinking that 6 people are waiting for me. And here I'm sitting and having my breakfast. You can't do that. Confidentiality is also a very important ethical behavior. If you work for a company, what data can I give out? What information can I give out? I don't know if you have noticed when anybody, prime minister or chief minister, they are administered the oath. One of the things in that oath, and I was very surprised myself because I never paid attention, is that confidentiality. And they say that I will safeguard the information that's given to me, as etc. So these are some of the things that you need to work. We have very little time, so I just want to quickly plant a seed in your mind, and you will work. The final and the last important attribute is perseverance, effort, determination, purpose, meaningful effort. You can be working for 6 hours, but if it's not well directed, if it's not well designed, then you can't really do that. So now we want to take the quick quiz. We have 1.5 minutes for it, and that quiz is, um, if the link is in the chat box, please go there. It will take you to a Google form, and it's very, very quick. Each of them has 4. You need to grade yourself. Where am I in the 7 attributes right now? The lowest to highest to the best. 4 is the best. Remember, please. I need to get rid of this. Okay.
I have dropped the link in the chat box, but I request participant to address this Google form.
Thank you. Thank you, Said. Thank you very much. So we'll give about a minute for them to finish. It's very simple. It's nothing. I'm just thinking how I can drop this. Oh, here it is.
I request every participant to fill that Google form. It hardly takes 1 minute to do.
And nobody's going to, it's not visible who's doing what. So it's your personal. The reason why I want you to do this is because when we are actually putting a number against an attribute, we are committing ourselves to something. It also gives us a good idea of what our strengths are and where we need to focus on. It's all your personal style, your personal work, right? We will just stop at, I have the stopwatch going, so.
I think most people are done. I think
Okay.
somebody's going to flash the results, or how does it work?
No, it's going to be going to go back and see. I don't know how we are going to. Saeed, can you help me with that? Can we? Uh, um
Without the summary, or
yeah,
anything you want?
it'll show the graphs. It'll show the graphs for each one of them. We'll get a very good picture of that. But uh, maybe
Okay.
Siridhar, how can we help? Siridhar may be able to. If we go, I think the same link. If we go to the same link, we'll be able to. I think we'll be able to find out from the same link. Okay, so we are done. Okay. Thank you very much for taking this, and I'm sure you will not regret it. This gives you a kind of a baseline to start work. Remember, the objective, my personal objective, is not just sharing this with you. I really want you to start working on it and at least thinking of it. Put it somewhere in your mind about this. Okay. Okay. So but excellence doesn't come very easy. There's a one major threat to excellence, and that is mediocrity. Now, mediocrity is very simple, very easy, very cozy, very comfortable, um, and there are a lot of promoters around us. So beware, there are promoters of mediocrity. One is low self-efficacy. We are going to talk about that. Okay, that's very important. Lack of accountability. So I'm not accountable to myself, and when you come to college, your parents have put in a lot of faith in you, and they don't keep asking you, beta aapka test tha, how did you do, they don't keep track. You're adults now, and adults are accountable to themselves. Okay. Compromise is a very big promoter of mediocrity. You say, okay, it doesn't matter, chalta hai. This attitude of chalta hai, laissez-faire, as they say in French, is absolutely a disaster. Inconsistency. So I do well today, or doesn't matter. So this gives me a feeling, never mind, I did well in the first, so never mind if I didn't do this one, this well now. That doesn't work. Okay. And the comfort of routine, you need to get out. You saw, I love that picture of when I said excellence needs to be cultivated. You need to get out of your comfort zone and start working on it, right? And then laziness, we all have a certain kind of physical and also mental laziness. Acha, kal karenge, we'll start tomorrow, I will start doing this from tomorrow, I'll start going to the gym from tomorrow. So we need to get up, we need to get out of that. Okay.
So, Veena, just a minute. Somebody is messing with the polls. Please stop it. Okay. Somebody's unnecessarily putting up the polls. So please stop it.
Oh, is that a different kind of poll?
Yeah, somebody's putting up the polls which are flashing up all the time. So, but go ahead. Yeah, that's okay. I hope that person heard and will stop. Go ahead, Veena.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on here. I have to get this out. Okay. I'm not able to move okay. The slide. Okay. So we come now to a very important step, is developing the mindset of excellence. This is closely linked to self-efficacy. We'll not have time to discuss too much self-efficacy. I want to give you an idea, and then please read about it yourself. Self-esteem versus self-efficacy. We all know about self-esteem, but what is self-efficacy is that I have a very quick distinction. Now, self-esteem is how you look at yourself. You think you have a picture of you, you have an image of you. You can say your self-image or self-esteem in a certain way. Okay. But self-efficacy is related to your capabilities, that I am able to do that. Okay. So what I am is self-esteem. What I can do is self-efficacy. Okay. And excellence is basically related to self-efficacy. So self-efficacy now is not just a concept. It's a well-established theory by Albert Bandura. I want you to read a little bit about it whenever you have time. So the theory says that individuals believe in his or her capability to execute behaviors. The word behaviors in education means the things that you're doing, right? Not behavior as we understand manners. It's not manners. It's actions necessary to produce specific attainment. Okay. Um, and it's basically also goes on to say that one's abilities can change over time as a result of effort, perseverance, and practice. Okay. So Bandura has a very elaborate theory. I don't know if we have time to go over it, but I think it just gives you an idea of what the influences are there for you to develop your self-efficacy and what are the great outcomes that you can achieve from here. I'm not sure if we have time for that. So working towards excellence, investing in yourself, uh, I'm going to go over these, the attributes that we had. So these are the three attributes: domain competency, awareness, communication. They are acquired externally. But drive, which you already have, most of you, perseverance, adaptability, and ethical behavior is something that you have to develop internally. You have to feel it's related to your emotional mindset. So we need to work on these things. I have one poll coming up. Krishna, is it okay we have this poll? I want again for you to
Sure.
have a good assessment
Sure,
of yourself.
absolutely. We can put up the poll right now. Okay. Sridhar, we'll do that.
It's compared to my actual potential. My current investment in myself is what percentage? So it
Yeah,
gives
here
you
it is. Yeah.
okay. Thank you. So we have again 30 to 40 seconds for it. So it should be very quick.
Good. A lot of people are coming in. Half the people have voted.
Very good.
Very good. Come in. A few more seconds and we can stop. Okay, we can stop now and I'll read out the poll. I'll read out the results. I think 85 to 100% is 17%.
Okay.
70 to 84% is 37%.
Okay.
55 to 69% is 29%.
Okay.
40 to 54% is 10%. And less than 40% is 6%.
Oh, there's still. So I want to address your responses to the poll one. The 78% who said I dream and I want to be there. Please look at your investment percentage and you need to work on that. When we say transcending myself, this is what I'm doing. I'm transcending my capabilities. I'm transcending myself with perseverance, and this is the investment in myself. So you are very smart, so you please correlate the two poles and see where your matrix is. Okay, of you can measure your current investment in yourself. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. Now excellence is not easy. It needs a lot of navigation, a careful navigation. You need to actually make it as a mission and say, okay, I've got to transcend myself and do better. It's full of trial and errors, unexpected turns. You're going to hit and miss, and of course very many unpleasant surprises, but you have to be rock solid on that. Okay, so we are coming to the end, and some tips for developing professional excellence. First thing is evaluate yourself, and we did that. The two polls and the quiz will give you a very good idea about where you are today. Okay, and then now set goals. So setting up goals is very, very important. Unless I have a goal, I don't know where I'm going. So I keep saying to me, oh, I did my best. No, I don't know. You need to set your goals, create plans, both macro and micro level plans. So and work backwards is a very interesting thing. We do that for course design as well, as to where do I want to see myself in the end, and where are the baby steps that are going to take me to that final goal. Okay. Keep a performance diary. I don't see many people doing that, but I am a great believer in that. I have been now uh, teaching for the past 35 years, and I have a diary my own, and I keep it, and it helps me a lot. Every time I'm teaching the same course, many times I'm teaching the same course, I still have notes that I'm saying this example didn't work well. I need to find another graphic. This picture is not the right one I want. I need to refine my poll. I want to refine my assignment, whatever. So you will have, please keep a performance diary. Create a matrix to monitor your own progress. And this is how you create your metrics. I gave you a little bit of an idea, but you're much smarter than anyone. So you will create yourself. So again, this is something for you, by you, and about you. So you have to take charge. And that is why also I like the definition of transcending yourself, because the locus of control is totally with you. You are in the driver's seat. If you choose the first one, of surpassing others, which is a very good reference point. It's excellent for setting up a reference point, for setting up your goals. But you cannot you don't control that. You're always looking outwards. What's happening? Where am I? You're measuring yourself to, but I want you to measure yourself with yourself. Okay. um, and then hold yourself accountable to yourself, that okay, no compromise, no, we don't want to fall into mediocrity on that. Okay. So I have these 3 Ds that I love: drive, determination, and diligence. Okay. So I think I'm going to skip this, and I'm just going to come here and then maybe go and see the results. And I love this quote. It says, excellence is not being the best, it's doing your best. And I love this little graphic of the little ant trying to really outreach itself. So my last message for this morning is that this evening is, let's not just think, let's get up and go. So set up your goal and start working. Okay. I think I want to go to the chat session and see whether we can access the results of the
I'm not sure how that would work. I don't know who's.
I don't have the chat here in. I was trying to.
Chat is here, but I don't know how you are.
If you go into the same, or I don't know how. If somebody can take the screen, and maybe I don't know if Saeed is planning to have some kind of write up on this. Then maybe we can send that result to them. But result will be there.
Yeah, we can maybe show them to it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure if we have time for questions, because this may be your break time.
We have a few time for questions. Shaista is here to help you with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a few time, and I'll read out the questions. Any questions that come, I'll read it out. Come on, folks. Okay, can
participants are...
Go ahead, Shaista. Go ahead.
If you want to live happy life, tie it to a goal, not to the people or things. This saying from Albert Einstein felt real after remarkable speech from Dr. Veena Kumar. Thank you for the valuable speech, ma'am. If the participants are curious about this session, please raise your questions, if any. The session is open.
Okay, we've got some comments coming in. From Rohan, it says, there's a book by Peggy Klaus saying brag. I've been studying this. What can bragging be an aspect for excellence in communication skills?
A very good point. There is bragging, but not in public. You can brag to yourself. You can brag because you can, you can actually convince. That's a part of self-efficacy as well, because there is something like called self-hypnosis also, like saying that I can do it and I will do it, and then that gives you a lot of energy. Yes. But bragging outside, I'm not sure. I haven't read that book. So good. I will try and read that.
People often this is from Yashesh. People often mistake contentment with mediocrity? How do you view this?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, you have to be discontented to move forward. You know, you have to be discontented. So yes, contentment. That I think it's again a situation of compromise, and then we say, okay, that's what it is. Uh, I can't do better. You need to push yourself. You find out, and you can't push yourself unless you really know also what is your now with the second poll. You already know you're not doing your best, right? You're not fully invested in yourself. So that those are the little tools that will get you out of mediocrity.
Mhm. Okay. Next question. Let's see. I seem to have missed a lot of people coming in. Difference between laziness and low self-esteem.
Oh, there's a big difference. Low esteem is there's a big difference. Uh, Laziness can be self-esteem is a consequence, is the result. Laziness is the cause. So if I can immediately change my self esteem by taking control of myself, see, if I'm saying, okay, my grades are very low, I'm not doing well in class, and of course I have self low esteem, and then I say, oh, I can never do well, this is not for me, I shouldn't have been in this course, etc., etc. No, it's basically you're not putting in your best effort. There are support systems. You can go to your professor. You can go. You take charge of that. You get a so understand the relationship between laziness and self esteem. Laziness is the cause, and self esteem is the result.
How do we set clear goal and a clear vision?
Absolutely, very good. It takes some iterations. We maybe first time you'll set a huge goal that you can't make, you can't keep, right? For example, I want to lose weight, right? I'm just giving an example, and I say, okay, by Thanksgiving, by Diwali, I want to lose 6 pounds, right? And maybe Diwali is now maybe only a month away, and I probably can't do that. So try to keep a goal. Baby steps is what is highly recommended, even for self-efficacy, because we want to set a goal that we want to achieve. Because remember, a very important thing, one of the things that is very important is I can, and it's linked to the achievement. So if you set a goal that you're already not able to achieve, then you are not doing yourself a favor. So move in small. You can say, okay, let me see, I want to lose 6 pounds ultimately. That's my, remember, go backwards. And so now, right now, let me start with the losing half a pound or 1 pound over the next week or two, and then let's see, and then when I achieve that, I'm motivated to go on and on and on. So one of the things you have seen yourself in your life, we don't like certain things because we can't do them, right? I give this example to my faculty all the time. Your little brother or someone comes back and says, I hate mathematics, because obviously the child has probably failed in mathematics, or doesn't like the teacher, or doesn't like the methodology, whatever. So when we are not good at something we don't like, and then we don't won't pay attention to that. So set a small goal. My recommendation is set a small goal, step by step by step.
Okay. Last question from Apurv. I actually read a book called The Art of Stealing or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the author, but the idea of the book is nothing is original. And so based on this information, is it ethically wrong to take existing information to create something? And if we do, how does that affect our personality?
Wow, what a beautiful question. And that's what I'm saying. Yes, that book is absolutely right. There is nothing original. That is why the word is research. It's not search. We are researching, we are adapting on certain things, uh, uh, nothing is new in this knowledge. I mean, even this presentation, you have to search, you have to work, but remember to always give credit. That is what. So consulting course sources is very healthy, encouraged. lovely, talking to people, getting their ideas. But what is important is when you take an idea from a book, you need to acknowledge it. You need to acknowledge it. As long as you acknowledge, you need to learn how to cite sources. Even you say that this is taken according to so and so, and it is unethical when I want to pass somebody's idea as my own idea. Okay, so you can compile, like I said, that the 7 attributes I have compiled. There are 20 attributes, people, but to me, those 7 are the most important. So
Okay,
it is possible to do that.
great. Back to you, Shaista.
Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Nasha.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have you ever heard the saying, too much of a good thing is a bad thing? Okay, let's take ice cream for example. We probably all agree it's great. But if you only eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you'll get sick, which is not so great. With most things in life, the key to being healthy and happy is moderation. That is, enjoy a little bit at a time. The same holds true for computers. We spend so much time in front of screens that we need to learn to take care of ourselves, or we could get sick. For example, did you know that blinking is a natural way for our body to protect our eyes? We do it 15 to 20 times per minute without even thinking about it. But when we stare at a screen, we tend to blink just 4 or 5 times per minute. That's bad for the eyes because they can get dry. Other body parts can also suffer from sitting in front of a screen for too long. Your hands and wrists will ache from typing, your back and neck will become sore, even your butt will start to hurt. Worst of all, your mind will feel like it's stuck in the mud. Now here's a quick recipe for staying healthy. Take a break every 15 minutes to give your eyes and body a rest. Get out of your chair, maybe even take a short walk. If you have a window in the room, take a look outside. Now stretch your back, neck, and arms, and reach for the sky. No, higher. That's better. Because sitting at a computer is the exact opposite of exercise, you should take a more active break every hour or so. Step away from the computer for 5 minutes. Go for a brief walk around the house, talk to your parents and siblings, or just drink a glass of water. How about a few jumping jacks? When you get back to your computer after an active break, you will be more focused and your body will feel refreshed. Remember that all activities affect our bodies, not just sports, but also sitting in front of a screen, be it a TV, computer, or your smartphone. That's right. Take a break. Get active. Stay healthy. Your body and mind will thank you, and you'll get more done.
I request participants, if they want to have their water, they can go on and they can have a water and come back within 1.5 minutes.
And meanwhile, please fill out the feedback form which is provided in the chat box.
Yeah. Do come back within 1.5 minutes. It's a sincere request.
Virtual internships have become an increasingly popular option for young professionals looking to gain valuable work experience, and with good reason. These exciting opportunities provide a number of benefits and advantages over traditional in-person programs. A virtual internship is a work experience program where the participant, intern, gains experience while working, and also it is a work experience placement that students can do from home. During the internship, students communicate with the employer through a range of resources. And here we go with Smartbridge. Smartbridge is an edtech organization with a vision to bridge the gap between academia and industry. Smartbridge is on a mission building the next gen talent pool with skills in emerging technologies such as AI, big data, or IoT. Internship helps students in building their competency and get ready for industry. It brings the students, educators, and employers on a common platform through an innovative product called Smart Interns to fill the gap between academia and industry. And I am happy to introduce the today's session speaker, Mr. Amarendra Katkam, the founder and CEO of Smartbridge Educational Services Private Limited. He has more than 13 years of experience working 7+ years in nuclear control system design and detail engineering. I request Mr. Katkam to enlighten us. Please, sir.
I think he has to be made a co-host. He's there in the participants.
Yeah, he's a co-host.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Amrinder. Welcome.
Very, very good evening, sir. Very good evening, one and all. So it's so happy to see a great number of participants in this session and listening to wonderful sessions. Thank you so much. So let me share my screen. Great. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, perfect.
Great. Yeah, I think most of the students, participants who are here will be already a part of multiple internship across different companies and other things. So in my presentation of 15 minutes, I would like to touch upon a couple of things which I have come across because since the lockdown, we are offering a lot of internship to the students. So we understood the requirement of industry, we understood the requirement or expectations of the students. So I would like to touch upon those points so that the students will be well prepared for these internships and to meet the expectations of industry. Okay, so that's where I'm coming in. So I think whenever you talk about virtual internship, maybe you can have this question directly, like what is virtual internship, how long do the internship last, which industries are offering them. So these are the couple of questions generally we can put across. So I think everybody know about virtual internship. It is like kind of a work from home structure offered by industry. Then there will be a kind of activity set up on you and you have to deliver that virtually. There will be a supervisor allowed to you, so that it is the kind of the work environment where you are setting up, working from completely home. Okay, so you can look at here like how long do the internship last. Again, it depends upon the company and the academia requirement sometimes, and even the student availability, that also matters, which industries are offering them. So now because of the pandemic situations, most of the IT and even a couple of engineering companies who are into design and other areas are offering these virtual internships. Earlier, the limited companies were offering the virtual internship, but because of the pandemic situation, now most of the companies have started delivering, providing virtual internships to students. And it is good thing, like companies also started understanding a virtual internship is a great viable option now. And the kind of work expectations from the interns, it is meeting the criteria of the company. So in future, we can find more virtual internships coming from various companies. Yeah. So what are the benefits of remote internship? I think students must be knowing about it. You can save a lot of time, money in terms of accommodation, relocating to different locations. Then you can have a flexible hours of work from home. So there are a lot of benefits are there, but there are a couple of drawbacks. But I don't think these are the drawbacks, because people feel like we are missing a collaborative environment and we are missing a real company-like environment. But these are not going to be drawbacks, because most of the companies in the future are going to have a work from home kind of style. Already companies like Google, they have announced, the bigger companies are coming up with work from home kind of structure. So the working from home or remotely is going to be the great thing for the future aspects. So are they as respected as in-person internship? Yes, exactly. All the industries or companies are giving due value to the remote internships, provided you learn something and you gain some kind of experience out of that virtual internship. Will I get paid? Yes. Again, it depends upon the company, and it depends upon the skills you possess. And again, ultimately depends upon the company policy and the requirements. Yes. So I think most of the students have these two questions. I want to put across these two questions to the students, like finding an internship is difficult, or getting an internship is difficult. Just you can put options A and B in the chart. Let me see what exactly which is a difficult thing in. What do you think? Finding an internship is difficult, or getting an internship is difficult? We can just put option A, B. Yeah, mostly.
Mostly B is coming. Mostly B is
Yes,
coming.
yes.
Almost
So
all of them are saying.
correct, exactly. So expected answer from the students. Most of the students nowadays, they know how to find internships through various sources, like especially the LinkedIn. You have LinkedIn jobs where you can directly find the internship posts from the companies. There are many LinkedIn pages. I think some of the students may not be knowing about these pages. Try to have a research on LinkedIn. There are a lot of pages who are posting internship. They're aggregating the internship from various sources and making it available for you. And ultimately, you have internship portals like Internchala, Hello Intern, Let's Intern, Smart Interns. Even AICT also started an internship portal where companies started posting internships. So finding an internship is not a big deal. Many people can able to find the internships, and there are multiple ways of finding internships. Like start your search early, identify the broad career interest. Which internship are you looking for? What skills you possess? So based on that, you have to start searching for the internship. Then networking with the people, that is very much important. LinkedIn is going to be one of the best source where you can network with the recruiters and the HR people, so that you can start talking to them and get again, you can contact them. You can build a network with your alumni of your college, so that you can easily approach, easily get into various companies. Then you have a lot of online resources. Then you can attend career fairs. Nowadays people started organizing career fairs online, so you can be part of those career fairs. Then contact the employers or recruiters directly. So multiple ways are there. Only thing is you should be smart enough to find the right internship for you. Now, what is a big deal? Big deal is getting an internship. So I have seen, like, whenever we post an internship on our portal, thousands of applications come in queue. So it is a very difficult to screen those applications, and it's a very big job for the companies also. So how do you differentiate yourself from the crowd? That is very important, because as a recruiter, either he will use certain automation tools to just screen out the resumes, or he will just smaller companies with the minimum number of application, they will just look for the kind of work you have done on your CV. So if you want to get an internship, there are a couple of things which you have to focus, especially you should be clear about your career interest. Okay, that is one of the important aspect. What exactly you are looking for, and at which skill you are good at. Okay, Are you looking for a kind of a software developer role or a front-end developer role, or you're good in a kind of digital marketing? So you should understand what is your career interest, so that you can fine-tune your internship. We can modify, you can build your portfolio based on your career interest. Then next thing is, do you have necessary skills? This is one of the problem I have seen in a lot of resumes which are coming on our portal. People don't even fill the skills what they possess. It's also the standard resumes which are available in the market. So people just use those resumes and it will be put across a platform. So what skills you possess to whatever career interest you have, to that interest, have you gained any skills in competitions specific to the career interest? So do you possess the necessary skills in competitions specific to the career interest? So do you possess the necessary skills for internship? That is one of the important aspect. Yeah, so then have you built an interesting portfolio? This is where, again, the thing, like you have to build a great portfolio of your works. Whatever work you have done as part of academia, it may be a mini project, major project, and any projects you have developed and which are uploaded to GitHub. So you have to build a great portfolio of your work with the necessary links or proofs, and whatever certification courses you have done on Coursera, Udemy kind of thing. So you have to build a great profile so that the recruiter will be interested to look at your profile, and immediately it will be screened. So the first level of screening always it is based on the resume, because people doesn't know about you. Okay, so build a great portfolio in the form of resume as well as on the platforms like LinkedIn. Okay. Then the fourth one is expectations match. Yeah, this is where I heard a lot of questions from the students during the interviews. So the first question is going to be like, what is the stipend? Yeah, and I can work only for 2 hours a day or 2 hours a week kind of thing. Then so there are a lot of questions which expectations, like basically student have a lot of expectations, whereas a recruiter will have a different expectations, right? So expectations match is one of the key thing in case of internship. So I'll come to this point again in a detailed way. Then interview preparation and follow up. Yes, how do you attend your interview, and how do you follow up with the people? That is also matters. So getting an internship is also the simple job, provided you follow certain things and you build certain things so that it will be grabbing the recruiter's interest, right? Yeah, so there are certain questionnaires like, I'll come to this slide later. Let me jump on to the next slide. Yeah. So this is one survey done by an organization called Skill Survey. These stats are for US actually. You see the expectation gap, you see the competency gap between the academia and the industry. Academic officers say 96% of graduates are prepared for a world of work, whereas business leaders say 11% of graduates have the competencies and skill required. So this is where the competency gap, expectations gap. So this is persisting for years and years. So who will fill this gap? So ultimately it is going to be you as a student, you have to fill the gap. Nobody else can fill this gap. So you have to understand the expectations of industry and prepare yourself for the industry. So that preparation starts from the beginning where you start your graduation. It doesn't start at the 4th year of your engineering. It should be a journey where you will build your profile and ultimately meet the expectations of the industry. So when I go back to this slide, there are a couple of questions. One is, what's your career interest? So have you finalized the role which you are going to get into a company. That is one of the important thing. And as per one of the survey, only 15% of students are clear on the role which they are going to get into a company. Okay, so people are not keeping the like people are not identifying the job role before getting into industry. Okay, so you should know at which technology or at which job role you are good at, and you have to finalize that early. Okay, so that you can prepare yourself for that particular job role. Okay, so only kind of 15% of students are clear on the job role which they are going to get into company. Okay, so it is I feel like by the end of third year you should be clear about the job role which you are looking for. Okay, then build the necessary skills, right? So how do you build these skills? So there are a lot of ways you can build the skills to meet the expectations of the company. Then that is through kind of people learn technology through various training models, and they get into the kind of projects at academic level. But there is a way, there is a journey which can be created by yourself to get into a proper job role with the necessary skills. So that's where smart interns we brought into the market. So where our mission is to build an experienced portfolio along with your graduation certificate. By the end of third year, you should be clear about your job role. And by the time you finish graduation, you should go with 1 year of minimum experience in relevant job role. That is where like you can definitely showcase, you can directly talk to the recruiter. Yes, I'm an AI developer, I have experience, this is my portfolio, I have done these many projects, I have supported this company as an intern. So that is the way you have to talk when you are getting into a company. Okay, so that can be done only when you create a career journey for yourself, not just at the fourth year and just jumping in for internships here and there. Even people start internships early, even in second year, third year, but they lack in creating a proper journey for their experience. So that's why we brought in a module on smart interns, which is called a project-based learning module. And we are also bringing companies onto the platform so that we can give qualified experienced candidates to the companies. That's why you can see here, it's a project-based learning and remote internship platform to nurture students for a bright career, right? So gain experience and access global internships. So this is what we do at Smart Interns. These are the kind of services we have on the platform. It is completely a project-based learning model where you can gain experience specific to a job role. Again, I'm clear on that. You should not be randomized. You should pick up a job role and continue the journey. And how can we create a journey? The journey is created with the help of experience badges. This is a unique concept which we brought into for the students to create experience for them by the end of their fourth year, right? So this is a skilling journey, kind of experience along with your graduation. So where we have 3 levels of proficiency specific to a job role. You can start as a beginner, like AI beginner. Next level is AI practitioner, and third level is AI developer. And this journey is going to be created with the help of project-based learning. Project experience is very much needed if you want to talk a developer language. Okay, simple training doesn't help. So let me jump in directly to the platform. I'll show you these services on the platform. Yeah, this is our platform, Smart Interns. During this pandemic situation, more than 6,000 students got interned through this platform, where they got a good amount of learning, as well as they have built a number of projects on the platform. I think some of the participants maybe already experienced our platform. Yeah, so this is where you can see we have guided projects, we have live projects. Again, guided projects are basically mentor supported guided projects. Then you have, let me show you.
Can you try to finish up in a couple of minutes?
Yes,
Amrinder?
yes, exactly. So you can just go through the platform. So you have a guided projects where you can directly enroll into the project, and it will be a mentor guided project. So we have a lot of students enrolling for these projects. So you can learn these technologies as part of building the project. So there will be a mentor who will be supporting to you. Then you have a live projects we are bringing up, which is going to be a freelancing kind of work. If you have enough skills, then you can join the project and earn money also. Then you have a project build-a-thons with our partner companies like IBM, AWS. So we are organizing a lot of project build-a-thons on the platform, so which gives a good experience on various technologies in a project-based model, and which will improve your the portfolio, the technology portfolio, right? So you can get into this. Then you have experience badges. This is where you can start up with one. These are all micro badges actually in various technologies. So complete these micro badges to get the experience badge, beginner, developer, I mean say practitioner and developer. So we have a perfect journey on the platform also, which can be done over here. And we have internship hosted from various companies. So we are like I mean say a student who have completed a practitioner badge, he will get the premium support from the platform, so that he will be in a leading position in the front end, so that his resume will be shortlisted with the companies easily. So you can just go through the internships also, right? So we can explore the platform later on. So what I mean to say, like final words is like getting on internship is also easy. Nowadays, most of the companies are launching their virtual internships. Many companies are asking for good skilled candidates. What you need to build is like you have to build these things. These 5 points are very important, and gain necessary skills before getting into industry, and create a proper career journey for yourself, right? So all the best, guys. I think a lot of people are already posting the internship certificates on LinkedIn. Yes.
Yeah, already they've sent it
I'm
to
done
you.
with. Yeah.
They're already saying they sent it to you by LinkedIn right now.
Okay, great. Wonderful.
So the question here is about is this is hands-on experience or not? I mean, it's really a question of whether this is can be called hands-on experience.
It's a completely hands-on experience. While working on the projects, they will learn the technology. So entire project will be divided into proper milestones, activities, and every activity is going to be have a reference, so people can follow that, build it, and whenever you have a query, something mentor will be available so that you can clarify that. So that is one of the value add which we have on the platform.
How about people who are non-IT background?
Yeah, so for non-IT background, of course, the coding skills are necessary. And we are coming up with the project catalog for even electrical, mechanical, mostly into design domain, electrical detail engineering, mechanical detail engineering, even for civil design and detail engineering domains. We are working on the project catalog.
Yeah, so non-IT, it's what you're saying is even non-IT domains, you have need some basic IT skills in order to survive in the non-IT areas.
Correct, exactly. So nowadays, most of the jobs are even in electrical engineering. People are asking for, do you have AI skills, programming skills? So it's happening now.
Best thing to do what is the best thing to do? Internship before graduation or after graduation?
It should be. Internship means it is along with your graduation. It is not after graduation actually. So you have to complete internships along with your graduation itself. So that's what I recommend. Like you should start early, starting from second year, gain the necessary skills and start with the basic internships. And by the time you finish third year, you should be ready for the industry. And fourth year, you have to earn money from the industry, not just search for trainings and search for internships. You should be like a job ready candidate by the time you finish third year.
Great. With that, we have a couple more questions, but I'll suggest that they get in touch with you. But it's a fantastic, inspiring presentation, particularly the fact that you are a young entrepreneur who is building up all this. Very fascinating for everybody, I'm sure. So thank you so much, Amarinder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a valuable session.
Back to show. Yeah.
Thank you all. Bye.
Over to you, Shaista.
MATLAB is a high-performance language for technical computing. It integrates computation, visualization, and programming in an easy-to-use environment where problems and solutions are expressed in familiar mathematical notation. So,
Everybody has to unmute themselves.
this session gives a brief introduction about MATLAB and its usage. Today we have Dr. Ramana Anchuri, who is an engineer from the education team at the MathWorks, working with academia in India. He completed his undergraduate studies in electrical and electronic engineering and masters in power electronics from JNTU, Hyderabad. He is passionate about teaching and learning, and his current interests include power electronics and control design, model-based, and code generation. I request Dr. Ramana to continue. The stage is yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. Let me share my screen very quick.
Yep,
Just a correction, Shaista Sheikh. I am not a doctorate. Okay. Thank you, Professor Vedula, for the opportunity. Hello, everyone. Good evening. And I've been in this session for quite a long and been observing other speakers also. It was quite engaging. I could see some polls as well as some chat. If you have any questions, so please type in the chat with respect to using MATLAB Simulink and if there are any challenges that you are facing currently. So what I'm going to speak about for the next 8 minutes or so is about experiential learning using MATLAB Simulink. I am Ramana Anchuri, Education Technical Evangelist at MathWorks. I am based out of Hyderabad office. And what my team, we usually do is we engage with professors and research scholars at universities, deemed universities, private colleges, on adopting MATLAB Simulink. So we help professors on how to use MATLAB Simulink, the new features that come in, and then we handhold, and we also provide some content also to go ahead with that. The other thing is we collaborate with researchers also. If there are any challenges using MATLAB Simulink in realizing their idea, that's where we come in and then we help them out, right? If you have any questions later in this session, please make a note of my mail ID. You can reach out to me on my mail and I will respond to you within 24 hours. All right, so I'll just move ahead. You might be knowing this feature, which is live scripts. People usually write MATLAB program on a .m file, right? Live scripts are a very good way to capture the descriptions, the story around your code, right? So it's not just about the code, but later point of time, if at all you are sharing the code to someone, okay, they should be understanding what exactly each line of code is doing. Commenting is a way that you do with .m files, but using live scripts, you can build a nice story because live script will enable you to actually write the descriptions around the code. You can import images, have hyperlinks, you can write equations in the same file so that your code as well as the descriptions will lie in the same file. And later point of time, if at all you want to share it with your peer or your friend who doesn't have MATLAB Simulink, you can export this readily into HTML or PDF, right? So one way that students are currently using in LiveScript, at least because everyone is working remotely now, they are using LiveScript for lab reports. All right, so people are doing some lab experiments remotely, and the lab reports are submitted using LiveScripts, right? It's because it captures the essence of what the experiment about, the results, and everything in one file, right? So if you haven't used this so far, try to explore this. It will be very interesting and exciting to you. The other thing is apps. Again, you might think that you have to have a lot of skills to build apps. MATLAB apps are very easy to go ahead, right? So if you have a simple idea about the MATLAB syntax, right? You need not learn a new programming language to build these apps, right? MATLAB apps will enable you to put your idea very quickly, and it is very much portable. What I mean by portable is you can create an exe around out of this app and share it with your peers who doesn't have MATLAB Simulink, and it will run readily. And you don't have to learn Java or any other programming language. Just if you are able to understand what are function scripts in MATLAB, you should be able to build apps. And if you want to learn more about apps, in the main MATLAB window, you can go to the tab apps. There are inbuilt apps that comes with the software, and you can build your own apps also and also add it to the tool strip, right? So if you need any more technical help on what are these apps and how you want to deploy it, you can reach out to me. The other thing is there is something called MATLAB web apps. You can also deploy this to web on a web and share the link to your users. They can readily access these apps. That way the collaboration can be better and you can learn more, right? The other thing might not be very much related to you, but very much to the faculty. But if you are having a course, if your professor is running a course which requires MATLAB programming, all right, you propose the professor MATLAB Grader. Grader is an online tool where it is an auto assessment tool. Okay, so your professor can simply create a course in the MATLAB Grader and then submit, wherein you can take up that particular problem statement and try to answer that assignment questions. Okay, so you will readily get the feedback then and there, right? So you need not wait for professor comments on whatever the MATLAB program that you have submitted. So auto grading is done, and you will readily get that feedback also. So what is required at the professor end is he's to provide the problem statement as well as the solution template, right? So your code will be assessed then and there, and you will learn better and learn more using this platform. Already there are quite a few faculty who are using this MATLAB Grader, because at this point of time now everyone is working remotely. This is one thing that comes in handy, and you will learn better. The other thing is MATLAB Online, Simulink Online. Few of you might be knowing this. Now you can run MATLAB and Simulink on cloud. You need not install MATLAB Simulink on your machine, and you need not worry about your RAM capability, the graphics and everything. All the computations happen on the cloud, right? You can access MATLAB from the web browser itself. Only thing is web browser and a fair internet connection is the thing that is required to access this. Also, as part of campus-wide license, this is offered. So you can check if your institute has a campus-wide license just by typing in Google your institute name and MathWorks portal. Okay, just add towards this MathWorks and portal into your search, and you will know whether your institute has a campus-wide license. If you have, then you can access MATLAB and Simulink without having installed on your machine. Also, as part of this, you get a 5 GB workspace on which is called MATLAB Drive, wherein you can store these files on the cloud itself. All right. So this is a very good way to collaborate also, or to submit assignments or files, even to share it with your peers or to the faculty. MATLAB Drive, it can be readily integrated, and you can upload or download files that you create. Also, when you work on MATLAB Online and Simulink Online, the files will be shared on, saved on the MATLAB Drive, where you can download these files onto your local machine also. So if you want to learn more, yeah, you can write to me. I will let you know whether your institute is providing this access. All right. So this is one thing, one page where if you want to know whether your institute is providing the license, you can go to this page. Just type in your university and your email. You will get a mail from MathWorks and giving you all the details whether your institute has a campus-wide license. If it is having, what are the resources around, right? The other thing very much important, and the thing that you can do at your end right now, because you are working from home, the free courses, we provide these on-ramp courses which are highlighted in yellow, if you could see on top right. right? So these on-ramp courses are a very good way to start. If you are a student who doesn't have any background about MATLAB, Simulink, or a state law, or even that machine learning and deep learning, this is a very good resource. It just takes 2 to 3 hours per course here. Very curated content that is provided in as part of on-ramp course. No prerequisite assumed. You need not have any other mathematical or any other background to take this. So any +2 students will be able to complete these courses. And on-ramps are a very good way to start with learning any of this technology, right? Also, if machine learning and deep learning is something that you are looking at, MathWorks has a very powerful features and functions available where you can quickly get started with those also, right? The other courses that are mentioned here are accessed through license, but those free courses are available on the MathWorks website. You can take straight away, even though you don't have a license, right? Let me just go to web browser and show you how it basically works. All right. So if you are from BITS Hyderabad, let us take, and you want to know whether you have a MathWorks portal, you can just type in the Google, and if you see this website is being hosted by MathWorks. Okay. So BITS Pilani has MathWorks campus-wide license, and this web page is completely maintained by MathWorks. And this is how you start basically. So if you're a student from BITS Pilani, you can just go and sign in with your college provided mail ID.
Yeah,
and once you log in,
Ramana, we are not seeing the screen that you're talking about.
Oh, 1 second.
You're still in the previous
I guess
self-paced
I am
course.
sharing.
Yeah, now we are.
Let me just share screen. Now, are you able to see?
Yes, now we see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you will land in a page something like this, and if you're a student from BITS Pilani, you can just get started here. This works for any other college which has campus-wide license. And once you logged in, you will land in a page something like this. Okay. Right now, I am logged in with my login credentials. But if you are a student from an institute which has a campus-wide license, you will see how to download the license. You will have a 5 GB workspace. You can open MATLAB online and then straight away work with MATLAB and Simulink. And you can also look at the courses that you did, and you can build a portfolio around it and then showcase to your recruiters once they are into your campus and what you have done with MATLAB Simulink, right? If you have a problem and then finding challenge to use a particular feature, you can raise a service request from here, where a MathWorks support person will contact you within 24 hours. And the bug reports is something, if you find there is a bug or if it seems to be a bug, you can raise that report and then send it to the MathWorks. All right. So these are some of the things that are as part of campus-wide license you can do at your end, right? So you need not be in college to access these resources. Yes, Professor.
Can you start winding up, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is my last slide. Yeah, thank you. So if you need any support, please write to us. The first mail ID is the lead that Viju Ravichandran. He leads the education technical evangelist team in India. And the second mail ID is mine. Please make a note of this. And if you have any challenges or if you are trying to access license and facing some issues, we will resolve it, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramana. Thank you, Ramana. MathWorks has been a constant, continuous supporter of IUCEE, an excellent partner over the years. So thank you for being part of what the students have put together today, and very interesting presentation. Back to Sheikh Nosab.
Sure. Yeah, I could wrap it up within the
Yes,
time.
sir.
I
Thank you
guess.
so
Yeah.
much for
Thank you
an
very much.
extraordinary session. Yes. I request Tanmay to take over from here.
Thank you, Noshab. Now that we are done with the queries for today, I would like to put a quick insight on the very exciting and most awaited day 3 of IUCEE Student Summit. As we will be surely excited for tomorrow's session, we will begin with Dr. John, who will highlight AWB International and its activities. We will also surely be learning about EWB India as well from Dr. Ashok Agarwal. IUCEE student chapter presentations will be the session where all student chapters will present their work and their progress, along with the student presentations which are left from today. Dr. Vedula will be guiding us all with the same enthusiasm that he always has. I feel he has some kind of magic with him. He makes everyone smile all day long. So he will guide us about the colleges on procedure for formation of IUCEE student chapter. And to top it all, we will end up with our cultural night and a surprise gift for you, where we will see performances of great variety. So stay tuned and enjoy this summit. We will call it a day today. Thank you for being with us so patiently.
We have to add, we have to tell them
Tanmay,
about the
don't
makeup.
call it a day. There are few announcements.
Announcements about the makeup. Yeah. Who's going to announce that?
There are few things which we needed to announce. So Krishna, you go first and then I will.
What is I was going to announce that the poster session, is it?
Yeah. If you're announcing it, please go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I think you know it better than I do. Go ahead, Samsa.
Okay, so there are a few things. We had a very beautiful piece of girls talk show which we had planned today because now we are running past the time and we also have lost pretty much half the audience. So we are going to do that tomorrow. It's a 15 to 20 minutes piece where the girl students are going to talk about their presence in engineering world, more seen from the eyes of a female. There are certain things which will be interesting to hear coming from them. So I request people to be present in the session tomorrow. We will be placing it, positioning it, and announcing the revised schedule for tomorrow with that talk. Now coming to the most important piece, which was the poster presentation on sustainable development goals, which could not happen today due to the technical issues that we face, the technical challenges. And the revised time for the poster presentations on SDGs is announced to be 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. So all of those who are present here, please also communicate the same to the friends, to your teammates from your colleges, that tomorrow 3:30 p.m. we are going to do the poster presentation which we could not do today. So they should be ready and we will send the necessary information on the respective WhatsApp groups which has all the students connected together. If you still have queries, feel free to put your questions on the WhatsApp group and we will suitably answer those. 3:30 p.m. tomorrow is the revised time for the poster presentation. There was one little thing which I wanted to share. It was something which I kind of requested Saeed if I could get this platform to speak about what happened today. And assuming that all the core committee of the students is present here, I would take this opportunity. So Krishna, if you give me 10 more minutes,
sure.
I would like to do that.
Sure.
Thank you. So I would like to recall the afternoon internal meeting that we had among us. And I had asked a question. So what could go wrong? I'm sure all of my friends here, they remember me categorically asking this question. What could go wrong? And I was raking their brains and I was asking them to come up with the possible things that could go wrong. And they narrowed down on 3 things which could go wrong. And then I asked, okay, are you now confident knowing those 3 things that can go wrong and knowing that there is a plan B for those 3 things? Are we confident to go into this day today? And we were trying to take a thumbs up. So I'm bringing your attention to that. I will not make it into a lecture, but I'm just connecting with this scenario that we face today. And I want your positive attention onto what could go wrong and what went wrong, which was beyond our imagination in the afternoon, right? And so this is a situation which we will face pretty much every day, depending upon what kind of an industry we are, whether it's an entrepreneurship kind of a setup we are in, or in an employable situation that we may be in, working on very high priority projects. Some of those projects could be dealing with life and death, or with millions of dollars of rupees. So I'm just going to speak 6 possible things, 6 possible emotions that can happen when some things go wrong beyond our imagination. Number 1, panic. Panic sets in. That's the first thing that happens. Number 2, confusion. Number 3, lack of confidence. You remember we all moved into this with confidence? Lack of confidence can come in. Number 4, and it's not in any order of priority, fear of ridicule or fear of missing out on the success. Number 5, possibility of losing the opportunity. And number 6, uncertainty of the outcome. And what do we do? So I've just listed down those are some of those things. Again, this is not a research. I just quickly made these points, not in any particular order. But the first thing that we have to do is set aside the panic. The panic needs to be set aside first. That's the most important thing. The second most important thing is de-link yourself from the situation, from the problem, from the chaos, whatever is happening, just de-link yourself. You're not in the center. Third, you basically give an honest submission that something has gone wrong and you notify the people who are getting affected or impacted by this. The fourth is you become an observer of this, what's going on. Fifth is you now start thinking and analyzing what is the actual source, the root of the error, exactly what went wrong. So get into the root cause of what went wrong. Then you identify or recalibrate or retune the new plan or the plan B. If it was already part of your imagination earlier, then you have a plan B. If it was something beyond your imagination at the onset of project, then it's your new plan. So recalibrate into a new plan. And then accept that there is going to be a new or a revised outcome and disseminate that piece of information to the people who are getting affected. Take feedback from these people. And last, but the most important, document this experience. Make a record of what you just did, what you went through, and make sure that this document can benefit other people who are going to take up. Unless you have this document which can prevent future repetition of this experience has not been properly utilized. So that's all, friends. I just wanted to share this. I hope all of us have understood. I give back the stage to Krishna.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All I say is Jai Ho. Well said. Jai Ho. Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow, 3:30.
Thank you.
Tanmay, you want to have the last word?
No, sir. That's it then. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate your patience. Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow, 3:30.